Hey, everybody. My name is Brian Nystrom, and you are listening to the Greenlight Weekend podcast. Unfortunately, Phil couldn't make it this week. We had some friends come into town, so we just did a little improvised podcast. Phil, it was just last minute, and he couldn't make it. So just me this week and our three guests. I'm going to start with our plugs, I guess, at GLW_podcast on Instagram, Greenlight Weekend on YouTube and Facebook. Please check out the YouTube page. All these are filmed. If you want to see just a funny part of it or whatever, check it out. It takes a lot longer than I'd like to admit for me to edit those. So, yeah, any views are appreciated. If you're interested in sponsoring this podcast, greenlightweekend@gmail.com is how you get a hold of us for any and all business things. Yeah, so let's get to our guests. This week we had two of our favorite guests that have been on maybe more than anybody, Jonas and Josh Emerson. Funny comics. I met them in Durango when they were doing comedy down here. Now they're up in Denver doing bigger things. They've started a production company with our good friend Elliot Weber that is called Dead Room Comedy, deadroomcomedy.com. If you're in Denver and you're looking for a comedy show, check them out. You can get tickets. Their schedule's there. I know they do a brunch show on Saturdays called The Hangover Cure. You can get tickets to that again at deadroomcomedy.com. Also follow them on social media. And they brought with them another Denver comic that I had never met, but he was a great replacement for Elliot, honestly. Jeff Stonic. I don't know a whole lot about Jeff. I know we had a really fun conversation. We got really high. We had a few drinks. I know he's a funny dude and he's a nice dude. Again, we recorded this last week. I had to hold on to it just because things got a little busy. A lot of comedy shows. We're doing Dolores tonight. That's Friday. This will be out, but I'm not going to promote it till Saturday, so whatever. But yeah, Kate McLaughlin's is headlining tonight, and we have open mics at the balcony every Sunday. If you're in Durango comics or non-comics, want to just check it out. We're doing 2 laugh therapies a month now. Last night was fucking awesome. We all had a good time. Drew Mitchell fucking murdered. Set of the night, Drew Mitchell. I'm going to try to take that tonight. Even though I'm hosting, I guess I'm not going to try. I don't know. I just want to have a good clip. Whatever. I'm rambling. But yeah, this week's episode is Jacob Jonas, Josh Emerson, and Jeff Stonic at I am Jeff on Instagram. The rest of their social media and YouTube information will be in the description of this episode. I really hope you enjoy. Without further ado, this week's episode with the boys.
I'm just gonna be fly. Give me some of that. Give me some of that. What it is you really bringing to the table, Jack? Get it chopping like a little lumberjack. Let the homie bring it back when I write a little rap, What you think about that? I know you ain't thinking this swag. Oh wait, I'm sorry. Didn't mean to sound too cocky. I'm just feeling yep, alright.
Hey guys.
Hey,
Hi.
How's it going? This starting the podcast.
Starting the podcast.
You starting us off, Jacob?
Fuck.
Well, it was nice. It's nice what Josh just said. He's like,
Say
does this
grace?
feel like a penis? Oh, you're gonna say
Can we
grace.
say grace?
Well, I guess.
Okay.
All right. Yeah.
I thank the Lord Jesus for this opportunity, for this experience, for this existence. I would like to thank Greenlight Weekend and Brian for inviting us into his humble home. I'd like to thank
Is that a way
Dick
of saying I'm
Cheney.
poor?
I'd like to thank Dick Cheney for starting Halliburton and killing 300,000 Iraqis. Amen. Thank you.
The first ever prayer on the Greenlight Weekend podcast.
You're Jewish. Like
I know.
That was well done.
But my mom's side of the family is Lutheran.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Shout out.
Shout out
That's where
Lutheran.
that Dick Cheney stuff comes
Yeah,
from.
Yeah.
that's they ended every prayer by thanking Dick Cheney and Ronald Reagan.
Makes sense to me.
Father, son,
Yeah, father, son in the holy military industrial complex.
It's
a
it's
smart-
with
Do you want the
NSR.
economy to be good or not?
Yeah, that's true. They
Yeah.
put a lot into the economy.
Do you want to feel safe when you sleep at night or not?
Are you crying?
You make me laugh sometimes. I'm
Oh,
sorry.
thank you.
Yeah, I'm crying. Yeah, I'm crying because I miss Dick Cheney.
He has another man's heart in his chest. Isn't that unbelievable?
Wild.
And he shot a man in the face and made
He
him
shot a
apologize.
man in the face. He drunk drove. He shot a man in the face. Killed 300,000 Iraqis. That's not funny.
It's like hanging out with Vine. Like
Uh-huh.
if Vine became a person.
That's why I've never liked him. He's a great comic, but
Dude.
as a person, he's just not likable,
He's
man.
unbearable.
Vine in conversation, 6 seconds. Vine in sex, 6 seconds. Vine in, I don't know. That's
All
it.
right. Brian, how you
Half
doing?
cooked
How
up.
are you?
Yeah.
I'm good, man.
Yeah.
You guys came down just for the Snowdown show?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
That
then we
is-
wanted to show Jeff.
Oh, nice.
I
Just
wanted to
Durango?
see Durango. Yeah.
Nice.
This is beautiful.
Yeah, it is. It's a nice little haven, but it's far from everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, if you want to, I guess the best example I have, we actually get a lot of good music come through town,
Okay.
but, like, you're never going to see, like, a big name comic, you know?
Yeah. Right. Yeah. Because what's like the biggest kind of venue here?
Not.
Or no, there's
Strader?
no venue.
Henry,
Like
Henry Strader for sure.
Okay.
Or,
Well, we
or
have
the
a college.
auditorium, college
You
auditorium.
could do the college auditorium. I think ACT would be a good big venue for.
I think the stage is too big and the ground's too low, and I think the chairs aren't that I think it's a weird venue for comedy. I've thought about it a lot. I've played music there, and it's really awesome, but never, I don't know.
that'd be a
at
big
the-
name.
If there was a
Auditorium?
show, I would do it.
Oh, at the auditorium?
No, at the ACT.
Oh, yeah. Fucking.
Why not do an open mic there, man?
That would be
Oh,
dope.
I think we're talking about it. I
That'd be
think we're in the
interesting.
works,
Like
yeah.
right on the stage. You know what I mean?
Yeah, Comic Uprising is
Yeah, you guys have
Fucking
a lot of energy.
really branching out. It's kind of a slow build, but we're starting to. Everything we get, it seems like it's going to be pretty sturdy. You
Yeah.
know? Like
Yeah.
not as because your first mic might not be great. You know,
Right,
And
exactly.
Your second mic might not be great, but it's something that has to build.
Right.
And if all of us go and promote and try hard, like
It'll become popular again.
Yeah.
I mean, like, the ranch sucked for the first, like, 2 months that they did it.
yeah,
Like, it was terrible. Like, it was, like, a different fucking...
I
It was
love
like
the
the
ranch.
crowd was bad and, like, you know, no one was paying attention. But it became, like, the most popular open mic. So,
100%.
Yeah.
yeah. Other than Laugh Therapy,
right.
Hey, a lot of energy on that too.
That's
right
twice
now.
a month though.
Twice a
now.
month now, and then
Really?
yeah.
They
booking
started
more
the twice a
shows.
month thing?
It starts in February.
Oh,
February
nice.
6th
Fuck
is
yeah.
the first one.
That's rad.
Yeah,
It's exciting. It's such a good room. You know.
Oh, it's so fucking
it's the best
fun.
room.
And I do like that they're separating the mic from the showcase. area, You know what I mean? So
Yeah,
it's-
yeah.
it feels
Yeah.
very different.
Yeah, I've never performed in that back room.
It's very
Ryan
fun.
MC doesn't like me very much.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
Was it? Is
he's
there
a
a,
candy coated bitch.
should we? That's one of his jokes.
Hey, he's,
I love Ryan MC.
yeah, me too.
No,
we
I-
saw him today. You
he's-
saw him.
Yeah.
Did I?
Yeah, he was
Yeah.
the guy.
He's not
in
very
the-
memorable.
Jesus.
He's the one that looked like Bob Ross today.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Right outside of Maddie's house.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah,
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
When I first saw him on Wednesday,
meet
he
him.
was all dressed up, and he like slapped me on the ass, and I
Oh,
looked at him, and I didn't know who he was.
That's funny.
I was just like, "Do we have a fucking problem?"
Are you
then I
gonna
saw the
suck
old
my
man.
fucking dick?
And if he would have opened with that, okay. But when I saw the old man next to him, I was like, "Put it together real fast," you know.
Oh, it was
Yeah.
his dad or something?
No, Anthony Myers.
Dude, I saw his TED Talk. Crushed.
I
Did
liked
really
it.
well. Anthony's so cool.
Seems like one of the best like formats for him.
Yeah.
Oh,
Because
absolutely.
his stand-up is almost a little
It's like
TED
so
Talky.
Well, it's
yeah,
a- it's a
like
monologue.
Well, yeah, it's
Yeah.
a monologue. It's very well rehearsed.
but good.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah,
it's
he's
not
funny.
shit by any means.
no,
It's-
he's good.
and-
And he's super positive. He's just such
Yeah.
a positive old man.
and he puts everything into every bit. Like he doesn't fall off. Like no matter what's happening in the crowd, the energy's there. Like Jason Baumforth, like
Yeah.
which I respect and I'm working on. Because when I start bombing, it's hard for me to keep the energy. You know,
Yeah.
because after like 2 minutes, I'm like, well, these people just don't fucking like me.
It sucks, dude.
Because I usually try to throw a little heat in the beginning to get them on my side, you know, before
Yeah.
I start just trying shit.
Yeah.
But when shit that usually works just gets nothing,
Right.
and like they get louder and louder talking to each other throughout your set,
Yeah.
it's like, motherfucker.
Right.
Dude, you had a good set last night, the 2 minutes that you did.
Thanks,
That was
man.
that was funny.
I was just trying to hit them hot,
Yeah.
quick.
Dude, everyone did well.
Yeah.
You had 2 good minutes too.
I didn't. That was the worst part about participating last night is I didn't get to see any of your sets.
Yeah.
I was upstairs working with those other guys.
Yeah.
Right, like the few people that like you know you want like other comics to like see, you know, you want to see each other's material
And-
and work with each other.
yeah.
We were all separated. You know,
How was coaching?
Weird.
Really?
Yeah.
Wait, who did you get again?
Was there coaching?
I got.
Yeah.
Carl.
No, I mean
Well,
like
we tried.
Yeah, like how much coach? Like,
Yeah,
Well-
who were your comedians?
I had Carl, the first guy,
Uh-huh.
and then the guy that went like 7th, Joseph.
Uh-huh.
Carl had never done it before, and I told him when he signed up, I was like, write 2 minutes, jokes you think you're funny, and we can build it or whatever. And he came with a pretty adamant, like, he wanted to go at it this way, So I wasn't going to try to talk him out of that, but I just helped him kind of put it in an order that was palatable to some degree,
Yeah.
And then the other guy, he's done stand-up before, so he had like a set prepared, and I just changed his jokes around a little more because there was some I saw that could fail, but he had some quick punches that I knew would work, so I had him put those after the ones that might fail. Yeah. And, just kind of find his best joke, make it the closer, have a good opener.
Yeah. Did you enjoy it? Did you enjoy, sort of trying to analyze other people's sets and try to help them?
Yeah, I mean, it took a minute. When it first started, it really felt like a burden because I just, I thought about my set all day. So when I did it, I was just like, whew, you get that feeling. And I was like, oh, yeah, I still have to do shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sucker.
And it's not even my jokes, But it was really interesting. Like, once we got a little warmed up, I fell into it quickly. Just like, okay, so this is your strongest joke. We'll put this here, and then this is a good opener,
Absolutely.
And that was interesting just to find that in other people's material.
Right. And that shows that you've watched comedy enough and analyzed it enough where you're like, I know that this will work here. Like, you have to do that.
Well, and I'm constantly thinking about my set. You know what I mean? Like, if I have something risky, like adding just a quick punch after that, like, that's a completely different joke, but it always works.
Yeah.
Like, it's a great idea just to get them back on your side.
Right.
Like, see, I am funny, Yeah,
it's like a puzzle piece. It's
Right.
like putting a puzzle together.
It's fucked up, but I love it.
Yeah. It's like homework almost.
How did you guys like judging?
It was fun.
You guys were harsh.
We were harsh. I thought, I enjoyed judging. It was nice listening. Like, I guess the things I was looking for were like, because there's some comics just had kind of one joke that they did for 2 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Some tried a bunch of different stuff. So it was interesting. I don't know. Yeah, like I don't feel like in a position to judge comedy, but it was just it was nice to be in a position to observe the many different kinds of comedy.
Yeah, just making notes.
Making little notes and
But, like, first-time comedy, like,
Yeah.
I feel like you're relatively qualified for that.
Right,
I feel like
Right.
I'm not qualified to tell people how to tell their fucking jokes either.
Yeah.
That's why I didn't try to change them at all. Because anything would have just been my joke.
You're like, scrap the whole thing. Talk about moms and
the first guy thought about it. I was like, dude, I got 2 minutes. That
you would crush.
You could
with
just
my 2
bust
minutes.
out.
yeah.
It involves a weightlifter.
The last guy that went up, Robert, I saw him I saw him at the bar we went to afterwards. What was it called?
Joel's.
No.
Ranch?
Steamworks.
Steamworks.
Yeah,
So apparently it was an institution of Durango.
So this is
That's
Jeff's first time in Durango.
Yes, yes. So I don't know
okay.
a lot of the names. But no, I saw him at Steamworks and he was like, so I like heard him because he didn't know what the judges looked like, obviously, because we were behind the curtain. So I like the setup, though. You gotta like, as an aside, like I think the judging, like part of stand up is like how you're using your face,
100%,
how you're using your body. So
Right.
it was interesting to kind of just listen to stand up. It was like, yeah,
I still think the chick that won would have won either way.
Yeah, she was funny.
I think she's probably done like 7-8 mics.
yeah.
She
And it's always like, it's kind of spotty. Like, she can make this one, but,
right.
she has a kid.
Yeah, she's
Yeah,
got a kid.
I saw that.
Yeah, she had her with her. So I saw Robert, the last comic, and he was just talking to a friend, saying it was my first time, and he tied for third, and he was just excited and like wants to try it again. And
Nice.
So it seemed like that was it's just a cool thing for like the
And it
comedians.
was successful for like possibly bringing more comics into the scene.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was my big thing. Everybody, I was just like, just so you know, we got an open mic Sunday and
Yeah.
Tuesday at the Starlight at 7, and like, just if you want to do it, there's nothing to it but to do it.
Right. Exactly. You just got
It's
to
fucking simple, but
nut up.
it's shitty and it sucks, especially when you're
Fucking bro, JJ.
just figuring it out.
Yeah, that's true.
Gonna suck.
How many
You're gonna hate.
how
your
many
life.
mics have you done at the balcony?
That was a fun
3?
show.
3?
Yeah.
I enjoyed that immensely, man. I enjoy that. I'm pretentious, and so like
Agreed.
my favorite part
Agreed.
was
Go
like
for it.
Yeah.
like giving you guys notes like at the
Oh
end.
my God.
No, that was fun.
so
I don't remember
stupid.
what you told me, but
Oh yeah,
I remember
gave you like
waiting.
an actual joke too, man. It was like the lawnmower stuff. That you saw the bra ads, and then like right after you saw the lawnmower. I feel like you should have a fetish now with like girls on lawnmowers, and there was like a callback opportunity and stuff. It was like a good. This is annoying me now. I'm like annoyed.
I like the
But,
idea of a
oh,
callback opportunity a lot.
For the listeners, we can't see. Jacob just made a jerk off motion.
There's video.
Yeah, there's video. It'll be on
okay.
YouTube. I'll share it.
Just please do.
Yeah, your YouTube videos are always some of the most watched.
Oh, thank you.
I wouldn't say the most watched because we had another local podcast, the three of them in here, and we did an hour and a half of
the
their,
whiskey reel.
Yeah, we did an
I
hour and a
listened
half
to
of
it.
their podcast and an hour and a half of ours.
Oh, geez.
And it
Oh,
was-
so you did like a combined thing.
Yeah, so by the time we did ours, everybody's fucked up.
I know, I saw
And
that.
one guy in particular is super fucked up.
Yeah.
So it turned into like this like roast off at some point. It was good.
Dude, I listened to it.
But
It
there was a lot.
fucking-
Yeah.
You guys were loud. Fucked up, dude.
So you're
it was
saying-
entertaining.
So you're saying that the episodes where Jacob's on, they are some of the most viewed?
Yeah,
Most listened?
because he
Oh.
shares them and he has a lot of fun. Look at him. He's beautiful.
I mean, he is a beautiful face.
Very
and
beautiful.
The way the light
What-
is catching you, and
Baby
I'm looking at those.
face.
That's actually why I
would
sat
never
there.
guess you're
Yeah,
Jewish.
yeah.
That's a good line. I don't like how you publicly tell people I'm bad at sex, though. That
Well,
is-
I
See,
do. I like it
that's-
immensely. Like,
See, well, is it a joke, or is he telling the truth?
It depends, dude. It depends on who you ask. I've had better experiences with different people.
Well, that's just the chemistry thing.
Dude, ask my cat.
The way you
kidding.
just said it there. You're
I
just
hate it when you guys set up jokes. But I appreciate it when it goes well.
Dude, the fucking the podcast with Jason Baumforth probably is, in my opinion, the most entertaining podcast. Greenlight Weekend podcast. Just because he has such a crazy
Jacob's a
life.
fan.
That's
Yeah.
why I asked him.
Dude, he's insane. He was like, yeah, man, I was in prison. I fucking, was at a sex shop. I was doing comedy in San Francisco.
That's nice.
you did comedy in San Francisco? You did?
No, he did.
Jason.
Oh, okay.
No, he's fucking crazy. I love him.
Yeah.
He's a dear friend now.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
There was
Knows
a minute
about-
there where we were hanging out a lot, and he was like kind of sad. So
Yeah,
I was just
yeah.
like, "You can come over anytime, man." And he was always just like, "On my way."
That's dope.
So we just hung out a lot. And
That's beautiful.
That's beautiful, man.
yeah,
Friendship.
the one with Dave and Jason was because Jason wasn't having a good day. And I was
Oh,
like,
really?
You can come over if you
Let's
want.
pod, baby.
Yeah, Dave was already on his way. So
Pod the depression away.
it's a good idea. I mean,
Didn't work. Just kidding.
no,
this
he's got a
one.
girlfriend now.
Oh, nice. Hell yeah.
Yeah,
I think I saw her last
She's
night.
nice. Yeah, she was there.
Pod saved his life.
Pod saved his life, bro. If it
Pod
wasn't
saved
for the
his
green light
life.
weekend.
Was it you?
You're so proud of yourself. You're like, look what I
That
made.
is
Look what I made.
Since we started recording, there's been 3 burps. He burped, and they all looked at other sides of the room, whereas the microphones weren't. And you just let it rip.
It smells like ska beer, dude.
This isn't the Dead Room Comedy Podcast. I need these for other guests.
Oh, yeah, that's
You're
true.
disgusting.
We're doing an ASMR, dude.
Like little kids' feet.
Little kids' feet. Dude, that went
Tastes
really
like
well,
innocence,
dude.
man.
Yeah, that was a bold choice.
That was a bold choice. With a kid in the room, I said I liked kids' feet.
Did you stare
Are
at
we
him?
talking about Bug
Did you-
Theater?
No, no, no,
Make
no. Last
eye
night.
contact.
That was a bold choice at Bug Theater. That fucking kid with light up shoes, dude.
Yeah.
Fucking hot as shit.
Want to peel those shits off.
Okay. Wow.
I'm kidding.
Those
None of that.
shits off.
Oh, that's the foot fetish button.
That's the pedophile
That's
button.
a pedophile button. Hey, we were talking about earlier today. We were all pedophiles when we were children.
Okay.
What?
I don't
Yeah,
think that's the
Oh, I'm
definition
sorry.
of a pedophile.
When I
think-
was a kid, I was attracted to other kids, and I'm not proud of it.
It was a time in my life, dude.
I was born a baby.
Raised a baby, and I've been a baby my whole life. Wah, wah, wah.
Wham it.
This should be. I'm
that
not gonna
already-
say
I
any.
feel
I'm
like
not
it's
gonna
a-
say any names, dude.
Is that already a joke? I feel like that's already a joke.
Do
I've
it,
heard,
man.
maybe.
Say it into a microphone, man.
No.
I'm so excited for it. I'm gonna laugh, but I laugh at dumb shit. I laugh like
TikTok. No, never mind. Go on.
I thought you
I'll
said you
explain
laugh
it
at
later.
dumb shit.
No, there was one time that Josh was at an open mic and he has a joke about TikTok, and he forgot the tag, and he was like, TikTok, and then Elliot was like, dude, is Josh doing an impersonation of a grandfather clock? TikTok. The stupidest. Dude, when he said that, I could not stop fucking laughing. It was the dumbest shit.
Elliot can be funny.
It was
Every once in a while, he says
every
something
once in
funny.
a while, dude.
It's true.
God.
He's my favorite kind of asshole, man. Like,
Is he doing an impression? His ass is right there.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
hate-
yeah.
I like, yeah, part of this weekend.
That's a
was-
guest chair. You have to look at Elliot's
You
ass.
just have to look at Elliot's ass.
I mean, there's a beautiful
there's a, yeah,
tree behind me.
there's a like, I don't know if is that a mountain? Like
That's a hill of sorts.
hill of
yeah.
sorts.
Is it CBD?
It's, either way, it's beautiful. And then I have competing with Elliot Weber's ass, and that's very.
It's a tough competition.
Yeah.
who wins?
Right now they're getting shared screen time. There's like it's like a POV, you know, whatever where you
It's a
put the
screen and screen.
screen and
Yeah.
screen. Yeah,
And you're watching your kid in the crib.
Yeah,
Porn on the big screen.
Big screen.
You're just
The
listening
funniest
to your
thing I
kid
can think
cry, and you're like, "Sorry, I'm halfway through. I'm really invested in the plot." So,
You gotta learn how to deal with problems.
Cry it out. Fucking-
what do you want me to go in the room, accidentally jizz on the baby? Not gonna do that.
It's a hell of an argument. It's one of the better
Accidentally.
arguments. Yeah, Phil's about to have a kid, so
Oh,
I
man.
feel like he's
Talk
going to be
about
dealing with
accident,
these
man.
problems.
How far along is his fiance wife?
Due 420.
Ah, that's so
little pot baby.
Wow.
Yep.
That's if I read that in a script, I'd be like, "That's trite."
And
You
when
know, like,
when they met, they were two of the biggest stoners I've ever met, and
Aw,
they fell in
man.
love and
Another baby is gonna.
be born on 420.
yeah, man.
Dude, she's gonna take a grav bong rip right after she pushes that shit out of her vagina.
Well, Coel hasn't smoked in the last couple years.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
Yeah, once she got a grown-up job, she's like a manager of a restaurant now. She just kind of stopped smoking weed.
Oh, okay.
But that is a funny sketch. It's
That would be
great
a good sketch, dude.
That should be there. Yeah, our babies here video would be that. Yeah.
Why are you laughing so much?
No man.
Oh man.
This is the first time you guys smoked weed together, man.
I think
Yeah,
so.
man, it's on video now, forever.
Special, man.
That's the thing.
People are gonna see me smoking weed on the internet forever.
I regret a lot of things on the internet.
I know, dude. Sometimes listen back to these podcasts, I'm like, why the fuck did I say that?
This is
And, like,
episode 93. Imagine
Ooh.
what I've said. Yeah.
Yeah.
dude. Props.
I've said
What do you do
just
for-
horrible things.
90.
I believe that.
Mm-hmm.
It's 93. That's impressive. How long? So how long?
We've
is it
probably
a year?
skipped 3 or 4 weeks in there, but
Wow.
1 to 2 a week.
Okay, 1 or 2. Okay, so over a year.
So
for sure.
yeah, I'm getting coming on 2 years. Yeah.
That's
You doing
awesome.
doing anything for special for the 100?
I've been thinking about it. I don't know.
You should. I feel like it should be live, right?
Oh yeah.
I'm
You could
not
live.
really
You
into-
could live Facebook stream it and record it.
Right, yeah, just like tables, like I don't know where you would do it, but it seems to be fun. Like if you could
Oh,
ticket
live.
that,
Yeah, I get what you're saying in front of people.
exactly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Man, I just feel like a dick. I don't feel like I'm good enough to make this a live show. I think if you asking people to come out somewhere and
You
see
want more
you,
prepared.
I just
Yeah,
want to be fucking good.
Yeah.
No offense to some of our friends from Texas, but I saw their live podcast and I was surprised that they expected people to be there.
Really? I mean,
By
yeah,
the
but
end, there
like-
was 4 of us.
It's like when
Yeah.
you think about it, it's just people talking. Like why?
Yeah.
Why would you listen to that live? Like if you're like.
That's exactly how I feel about it.
Right,
Yeah.
but if you're working
Yeah.
out or whatever, doing something else, people listen to podcasts, and that
Mm-hmm.
makes sense. But you wouldn't go to an event and just be
Well,
like,
for me,
"Wow,
it-
these
it
guys
is
are
a
really
celebration, though. Like it's you're having the celebration. It's the party,
Like a party.
that you've made it at 100, and then you just happen to record it. That's
We
where
could book
my
some
head's
comics.
at. Yeah, you
Yeah.
could do some stand up for it,
Yeah.
and so what's released, I mean, you could record the whole night. The fact that it's a podcast, I think, is less important. It's more that you record
An
a party
event and
exactly
release it eventually.
for the 100.
Yeah.
That's where my head's at.
Okay. Yeah, Bubba McComb has his podcast, and he's done a couple live ones, and he books comics, and he has a roast off, and he has
Yeah,
a
man. He's on
panel.
Bird City.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? He's on Bird City Comedy Festival. Just push her down. Push
She's
her back.
fucking sticking her tongue down my throat.
Just push her back. You got to defend yourself, Jacob.
She's
She's a savage, and she'll take advantage of your vulnerability.
she's like an aggressive pit bull with love. She's
like
very
Mike.
aggressively friendly.
Yeah. PJ was happy she wasn't racist.
I bet pit bulls, out of all of the dog genes or whatever, probably pit bulls are the most.
He was the
racist.
first. It was the first thing he said.
German,
No,
okay,
no,
German
no.
shepherds,
Racist?
German
No.
shepherds, because they're pigs, they're cops.
Like,
They were in the concentration
Say
camps.
something about horses. Say something about horses. Right?
Yeah.
Oh fuck!
What's her name?
Shiva.
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 Goddess of
Destroyer.
destruction.
Goddess of Destruction. Yeah. What's the movie?
I
It's
don't know.
Michael Clayton. There's like he ends the movie in a very dramatic way. I'm Shiva.
Don't do it. Why is he so sassy? Why is he from the Midwest?
Because it's because it's George Clooney.
Okay.
George Clooney's
Good,
always
good.
sassy.
Oh,
when he's on
he-
screen. He's a sassy guy.
He's a sassy guy.
You know, when
man.
he's not even, he's like, I'm going to screw over this casino because I'm sassy George Clooney. You know, that's George Clooney,
yeah.
you know. Anyway, Michael Clayton, Shiva.
Yeah.
Anyway,
He had the palsy.
to palsy.
Yeah, like where half his face froze.
Oh, I thought you were talking about cerebral palsy, but you're saying duh. You're like, yeah,
Duh
duh palsy.
palsy.
Yeah, duh palsy.
The palsy, like it's hip hop.
I don't
Like
know. Crip walk,
what
dude.
happens
Fucking
when I-
stanky leg. Crumping, dude. Do you remember crumping in the early 2000s?
That's the
No.
palsy, man.
I don't.
Dude.
But I've never shot myself in the head with a BB
Oh,
gun.
yeah, did that.
I don't know a lot of things
You
know.
shot yourself in the head with a BB gun?
Yeah, we've been over it on the podcast.
Okay. Wow.
But it was, I was 18.
No, when he tells the story, you're like, yeah, that's how you shoot yourself in the head.
And like when I tell people the story, they're like, "That's crazy. How old were you?" I was like when I was 20, I was like, "It was 2 years ago." And they're like, "Are you kidding me?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm fucking stupid." Sometimes.
Never saw her again.
Yeah, it was crazy,
You do dumb shit sometimes, man.
dude. Sometimes I.
That's how we learn.
Yeah,
I, did a
I mean, you
bunch of dumb
learn,
shit.
dude.
I just did it younger than you.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
I never shot myself with anything because I
That's
respect
probably
firearms.
Good.
Yeah, my trigger discipline was not off. The bullet drop was bad.
Shut the fuck up.
No,
about
because
bullet
you
drop.
didn't cock it, and then you cocked it, and then put it to your head like
I
an
didn't
asshole.
cock it. It was a Russian. So okay.
Dude, I have a
Dude,
video
okay.
of
So
it.
listen.
I have
Listen.
a video of
Okay.
you saying I pulled the trigger at the pavement, nothing happened, so I cocked it, put it to my head.
I pulled the hammer back. That's not cocking it. Implies that it's a
That's
it's
what
a normal,
cocking it does. is
Well,
it
yeah,
pulls
cocked
a
it,
hammer
whatever.
back.
But the thing is, Jeff, listen. So it was, this is the third time I've told this story on this podcast. But my friends and I, it was 2 a.m. We were smoking weed, whatever. We wanted. I'm rushing through this. It was 2:30 a.m. We were smoking weed, whatever. We were like, hey, we're in America. We can buy a fucking BB gun right now. Like it's 2:30. We can just go to Walmart and
Yeah,
buy a
I'm
BB
white,
gun.
nothing bad's gonna
Yeah,
happen.
exactly. So we bought a BB gun immediately.
yeah, exactly.
We bought. Listen, I'm just telling the truth.
know
That's
racism.
not. That's not
You
a.
know
That's not a.
racism.
That's
You know.
that's a word. That's literally.
Through life, I move on.
That's a comment. That's a comment on society. It's not my fault. I have white privilege. Okay.
I enjoy it.
Listen,
I enjoy
I
it.
do enjoy it. I try to dismantle
move on
systematic
defense through
racism,
life.
and
I
I'm very
move on
woke,
offense.
and I'm an ally. Anyway, what I'm saying is that
I'm an ally. Okay.
Yeah, I am an ally. But we went to Walmart, and then fuck it, we got a gun, and then we bought it, and then we got into the car, and we were like, hey, like let's shoot this in the fucking parking lot. So we got CO2, put it in, put metal BBs, like real fucking metal BBs, and just started shooting it out the window. My friend Earl was driving. He's from New York. He lives in New York now. He was driving and just shooting it.
New York, New York.
And he was just shooting it out the window, and then he passed it to me, and I was like, "Oh shit!" And there's 8 rounds.
You
Shut
just
up.
assumed
Shut
you knew
up.
about guns.
Shut up. There was 8 rounds. There was 8 rounds in the thing, and I spun it, and I was like, no. I shot it out the window like 8 times, right? Towards the ground, because what happens is when you shoot it towards the ground, it sparks, and you can see that there was a BB that came out of the gun. And so I shot it at the ground like 8 times, nothing was coming out, and I was like, okay, Russian roulette, guys, and I spun the wheel, and then I pulled back the hammer, which changed it to the next round, which I didn't understand beforehand, and I shot myself in the head. So
It's a
Like,
revolver BB gun?
it was a revolver. I bought my friend Earl bought him like his, and then I shot myself in the head. 2 months later, I bought my own exact same BB gun. I have it, not with me, but
Oh my god.
I actually keep
skull,
it in my
man.
I have a concealed carry.
So
Just
was
kidding.
it embedded?
No, so what happened was I did it at an angle, thankfully. I did it like this.
But if I had done it like this, or like the doctor told me if I did it like this, I would be blind in my right eye for sure. Because it would this bone is super thin and it can just crack and just like go right through. And it's a CO2 gun. Anyway, I was after I shot myself in the head, I like put my hand on it and I was like, guys, I think I shot myself in the head. And all my friends were like, yo, you're a pussy, whatever. Like it's not there. Like you didn't shoot yourself. And they were like, you would feel it. And I was like, okay. And then we went under a bridge and smoked weed and fucking did spray paint. And I was like inhaling spray paint fumes, smoking weed.
What did you paint? Do you remember?
I don't know. We used to paint at that
Just
spot.
painting
like,
a
lot.
gun.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm hard as fuck right now.
But no, and so I went home. 3 days later, I was like, it still feels like there's a BB in my head. So I had a metal dartboard,
Still
like
feels.
a magnetic dartbart,
And
you know.
and you
I
put your head.
no, I put I had a dart which had the magnet in it, and I put it on my head, and it stuck straight up. And I was like, I have a BB.
If that happened today, you would have taken a selfie for
Oh
sure.
God!
But you did
I
not.
have a picture.
Do you?
Yeah. Well, not of the thing. I have a
BB
picture of
there.
the X-ray.
Oh yeah.
That it's like literally just my skull and then just a white dot in
Did that
it.
happen here in Durango?
No, that was before. That was right before I left for college.
Littleton? Like,
Centennial.
So your parents are like, okay, I guess we're gonna send him off to another city after recently
Were they
shooting
pissed?
himself in the head.
Yeah, my mom made me pay for the entire hospital bill.
But
Wow.
she was just mad about the money, right?
No, she was mad about me being a fucking dumbass. Like that was
Fair
the
enough.
stupidest thing I've ever
The
done.
first time you told me that, that's what I was mad about. To be honest, I was so disappointed in you. Honestly,
I know. People are like, "Wow, that's
I
crazy."
questioned
And
our
like, wow.
friendship. I questioned if I
was-
wanted to continue it. Just like I
Like,
don't,
this kid is fucking dangerous.
because
dude.
yeah, where I come from, there's 5-year-olds that would never put a BB gun to their head. They understand the repercussions.
I wasn't.
They would have taken out the clip, fucking.
Yeah,
They would have unloaded it before they ever pointed it at.
First of all, I wasn't.
Anything.
I wasn't 5.
I guess I thought that was like a given, you know.
It's
I guess you grow up with.
Well,
like,
he
people
obviously
warning
did
you.
not.
I had a
guns.
shit ton of airsoft guns. I knew trigger discipline. I just did something stupid. I slipped
What
up.
is trigger
Bullet
discipline?
drop.
The
It was
thing that
probably
comes to mind.
dude,
You pulled
probably
the trigger on purpose.
It was probably the pot.
It wasn't
honestly.
an accident.
It was the
Oh
pot. dude.
yeah, blame it on the weed. This is a fucking anti-weed
man.
commercial all of a sudden.
Why can't
has it turned to anti-weed?
Yeah.
Oh, that's
How
nice.
dare you?
trying to fucking.
Colorado's gonna kick you out for that statement.
Oh, here it is.
Wow.
That's a
Oh,
picture of my
wow.
X-ray, and then if you look to the back
Yeah.
left, you can see the.
Like a nice little moon there.
yeah.
Yep. It's there to this
Dude,
day.
there's a hairline fracture on my
It's there
skull.
to this day.
Yeah, well, there's still a bump, and there's a hairline fracture on my skull.
Did
I
they
don't
get
know.
the metal out?
Oh yeah, they took it out.
Oh.
Yeah, I
Should
just
have
got.
kept it in, man.
I got like 3 stitches.
Yeah, you should have
Just
kept
get
it in.
mercury right into my brain.
CTE,
It
30
would have
seconds
made
or
every
less.
airport trip more fun.
How much?
Right,
How much
there you
was
go.
everything after?
After insurance, $250.
Jesus.
So
That's white privilege.
that was
right there.
well, that was like that was
You know.
you know.
Hey, do you guys know in
'Cause, like, you
Littleton,
know,
it only costs
insurance-
$250 to shoot yourself in the head?
It's your new closer.
It's funny. It's funny. How's that not funny?
I should fucking say that on stage.
Yeah, you know.
Well, it's recorded.
Oh,
with
you do
him saying
comedy?
it first.
Can I hit your jewel, please?
The jewel.
This is very ASMR.
Dude, I don't. I've been jeweling for like over a year.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what kind of health effects that's gonna.
Hey, dude, I'm excited to find out.
I'm like a guinea
honestly.
pig, honestly.
You're like the canary in the coal mine. for
Dude, it
Josh,
freaks
yeah.
me out, but
I'm not gonna fucking jewel.
I love jewels.
Look how dumb he looks right now doing that shit, man.
Yeah, I
Fuck
understand.
it.
that.
It's a toy. It's an
I
adult
get
toy.
it. Like the nicotine's fun, right?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah, you get a head high.
You get a head high. Is it like CBD high? Is it
No.
like what
It's
does
the
it feel
exact
like?
opposite.
It's
of
Oh,
that.
really?
It's like
Yeah,
very like it's
CBD
like womp
feels
womp.
like this is good,
Uh-huh.
and this is like
Yeah.
and
it's
tobacco
like
is
huffing
like,
gas. You know
yeah,
what I mean?
exactly. That's
Yeah.
what it is.
Huh.
Nicotine is like the first time I ever fucking.
You ever done a whippet?
I haven't done a
Dude, the womp womps.
I'm not.
All your days.
That's that's what a bunch of fucking rave kids at my high school. They'd be like, "Dude, we're doing the womp womps." I was
Yeah.
like, "You guys are fucking
Doing the
stupid."
Have you done
Womp
whippets? Have you
Oh
done
yeah,
whippets?
yeah. I definitely fell into like psychedelics and like whippets and a lot of weed.
Do you have whippets here?
No,
I was gonna say I'd been.
it's been years. Like,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
And
were
not
you
that
gonna
I
do?
would-
Were you
not
gonna do
if
whip it right
somebody
now?
busted
Are you
out
in
a
that
podcast,
mood?
I would have
Would
done.
you, would you
a
do?
whippet.
You
Yes,
would you would
yeah.
do whippets right now?
Huh.
I'm not gonna live forever.
Yeah,
No.
that's what I'm saying. I would have
I
done
just
a
met
first
Jeff. We
whippet
could-
here in the podcast.
we could bond.
Yeah, so over some whippets.
Over some womp womps.
And
dude.
if he's doing it for the first time, this isn't drugs. This is science.
This is science. Yeah,
Science.
Dude,
absolutely.
they call it hippie crack because like fucking people just fucking do it one. Like Steve-O. Have you seen
Yeah.
his?
No, yeah.
Fucking brutal, dude. Like there's that picture of him like throwing up, and he has like a Newport in his hand, and there's like thousands of canisters
He's
of whippets around.
trying
him.
to escape.
Yeah,
That's
100%.
That's other shit.
Yeah.
The whippets just happen to be what.
He was like whippets
Made
and
him escape.
cocaine, dude.
Yeah.
That's
You're
a good
gonna
combination.
throw it all away, man.
Bro, that's a good
That's
combination.
how you want to go
dude.
out.
Whippets and cocaine, dude.
Fucking Brian Nystrom.
Bud Light and cocaine.
Not Bud Light, bro. Budweiser.
Okay.
Yeah.
The way your eyes blow up, man.
Yeah.
That's what they.
There's a lot of truth in that. Yeah.
Budweiser and cocaine. That's what I'm
the
gonna name
the
my
first
band.
time I really like saw whippets was some my friends came to Denver. It was just in June. I had a whippet free life until June.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
How old are you?
26.
Look at you, man.
Yeah. I lived a sheltered.
Just so pure.
Yeah, it's just so pure, like porcelain. And and they were in town for the bass nectar.
No,
So,
that's
yeah.
exactly where you see
Wow.
whippets. for
That's
the
a
first
whippet
time.
crowd, dude.
And so we
I
went
think-
out.
Yeah.
Yeah,
A
we went-
parking lot was the first time I saw it.
Yeah, so
Red
it was
Rocks?
in the parking lot. Yeah.
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 Exactly.
It was the parking lot in a Cadillac Escalade that they rented. And,
Wow.
yeah, this guy balls
Fucking-
out.
Fucking gangster.
This guy
bud.
Eco, he lives in Indianapolis. Oh, his name's Eco, dude.
Okay,
It gets better from there, dude.
Did he have a driver?
He's this big biracial gay dude, and,
Fuck
he,
yeah,
and
man.
I love him. like he's just like a creature. Like it's amazing. But yeah, he just rents. He works at Olive Garden all year long, and like, makes a shit ton of money, and then he just goes and does a ton of drugs at like Base Nectar and like Electric Forest in Michigan.
Bro,
Who can hate on that?
He's
They
living his
can't,
life.
dude.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah.
living his
It's
life.
beautiful.
If he's not selling drugs, like he's
Abs-
working at Olive Garden and then consuming drugs.
Yeah.
That's
Where we're
America,
here,
bro.
we're
It's
family.
America. Yes, absolutely. No, like
I like Olive Garden, man.
Yeah.
Unless breadsticks and whippets, dude. that would be sick.
Yeah, and restaurants are just a hotbed for drugs.
Oh yeah, dude. Coke
Oh,
in the
yes.
restaurant industry,
Yeah.
huge.
If I've wanted to buy cocaine before and just gone to a restaurant.
Dude, just ask a waiter.
That's exactly what I did. And he was just like, hold on a second. And there was cocaine appeared in front of me.
Dude,
Yeah.
fucking when I was working at Blue Moon, I shouldn't say. Fuck it.
the Moo Balloon.
Moo Balloon, dude. Fucking. I turned on
Who-
Ayo
no
for
one
Yayo
gives a
by
shit.
Andre Nicotina. Do you know that song? It's like just all about coke, and like 3 of the chefs were like, "Ayo for Yayo."
They were all holding
Is it in
Oh,
Spanish?
100%. No, it's like. No,
that one word.
no.
That,
It's Andre Nicotina. It's like rap. It's not Spanish.
I don't think there's any Coke. I work at Bonefish Grill. I don't care saying that. I don't think there's any Coke, but we do like everyone that takes edibles before work, and like everyone just very like lax, and it's very nice. That's why, that's why I moved down here. People just chill.
Restaurants are a stressful environment.
Yeah.
And if you can just eat an edible and solve a lot of those problems
Yeah.
before they happen, like, why not?
Right. We have like the old women that come into the Bonefish Grill at Littleton, like they'll scream at me like, "This is not gnocchi. I cook," and I'm like, "It's gnocchi." First of all, that's how you say it. It's gnocchi. And are you just gonna be on your phone?
I'm writing down
No,
a
they
joke.
do
but go
this.
on.
Yeah.
They do this for fun. Yeah.
I'm more
You're
interested in
doing
talking
great,
to you.
man.
Yeah.
Just be yourself.
Have fun out there.
I am. Whatever. It's nice though. People suck that come into into the
Really?
Bonefish Grill. People.
Not everybody.
Not everyone. People. But
Sometimes they're pilots.
they just
Sometimes
come in
they're-
with long days and they take it out. It's like they're like,
Welcome to the service industry.
Oh, the other day at work, this woman, she's like, I just had fraud on my Amazon account. I just had fraud. There's $140 missing. I've been at the bank all day, and I've just been so stressful. So I got her like a blueberry lemon drop, and so she was all happy now. But like, $140 isn't a significant amount of fraud. It sounds like her husband bought something because her husband was sitting across the table.
And he was like shutting the fuck up.
He probably bought like a $140 sex toy.
Gotta
Flash-
flash-
dude,
good
flashlights are
pocket
expensive,
pussy.
dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pocket pussy.
And he's just like, well, yeah, it's fraud. It's fraud.
Yeah, it's fraud.
And also, is $140 enough to bother other people about your problem?
Right.
Like, if $5,000 went missing, okay.
Yeah,
but I'm not rich. I don't have money.
She's like,
but
someone-
$140 I would deal with internally.
Right. And if you have if $140 is that much of a stress in your life, you're not going to go spend $80 at Bonefish Grill like later.
No,
that day.
and I'm nicer to waiters than I am to most people in my life.
Dude,
Like,
waiters have a shitty job.
I'm so
because
I used to be a waiter.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so then that's why.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it sucks.
Yeah. I like.
Are you still a busboy?
I'm currently unemployed. I was a busboy at Blue Moon for
Moving
like
on up.
5 months. I know. And then I went to a hostel.
To
Ember
live?
Hostel. Fuck it. I don't give
Or
a
work?
shit. I worked there, and I was the receptionist. It's a fucking perfect gig. It was like 8 minutes.
Just begging hot chicks that are
Dude.
traveling.
Yeah, well,
Sounds
yeah.
awesome.
For the record, did not have sex with anyone, but fucking, it's like an 8-minute walk from my house. Great hours, fucking good pay, and then she canned me after a month. Just got fired.
Do you know why?
Yeah, she had a friend, like a person from the sister hostel in Austin.
Transfer.
And I took her call the day before I got fired, and she was like, "Hey, are you guys hiring? Like, I know the manager or whatever." And I was like, "I don't know. Here's the manager's number. Just call her." And then the next day, she was like, "Hey, we have to let you go." I was like, "You bitch!"
Fucking shooting yourself in the head with a BB gun, man.
I didn't
Fucking-
tell her that during the job interview.
Right.
Yeah.
But it came out later.
It came out
Yeah.
late. I was like, "Man, this is just like the time I shot my." Yeah. Anyway, fuck her.
Yeah.
Just burning bridges on the
Is
green
it
light
Ember
weekend.
Hostel? Did you say Ember Hostel?
No one's gonna listen to this.
We're gonna
anyway.
tag her.
No one listened to podcasts anyway.
Yeah, I mean,
kidding.
what you guys are hitting triple digits.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean that. Yeah,
Weekly,
There's
for
regular.
sure.
I'd like to thank the regular viewers.
And your
viewers?
guys' are
Listeners.
usually up there.
Yeah. Oh, thank you.
As far as comic podcasts, Elliot does hold the highest listens of a comic
I bet he
on one
fucking loves
episode.
that.
He does. He,
puts
actually asked for the stats last time. It
Oh
was
my
on.
god!
He was like, "Can I just voice record this, please?"
Oh jeez, that's how he
Ask
gets.
for
That's
the
how he
stats.
finishes. Like that's
Yeah. That's
he's not bisexual.
how he
all
gets
right?
off.
Yeah,
The
last-
bulk of the masturbation is open mic sets, and then the finish is his stats on the Green Light Weekend.
Stats, dude. Man.
That's what we do for people. If you need to use your stats on here to finish, I'm fine with that.
Dude.
Dude.
You know what you should do? You should start calling into Comedy Works.
Mm.
And then
Nah.
in 18 weeks, you can go down to Denver.
He's out of town, so
Oh,
he
yeah.
get on the different list.
That would be cool.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would definitely consider that. We're going to Phoenix on the 15th of February to
Oh,
see
nice.
Joey Diaz.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah,
dude.
me, Phil, and Dave.
Yeah.
And there's 2 mics on Sunday that I know about.
Okay.
And the Friday before that, I'm featuring for one of the comics, Tristan Bowling, that runs one of the Sunday mics.
Oh, nice.
With
Word.
Bubba McComb. Yeah,
Fuck yeah.
so should be a fucking good weekend.
That's dope. That's rad.
Are you excited?
I'm pumped, dude.
fucking
Yeah.
comedy
And Joey
night.
Diaz is like my favorite.
Dude, he's a really
dude,
good
that's gonna be good.
storyteller.
I just want to see him live.
Where are you
like-
seeing it? Down stand up live downtown?
No, Tempe Improv.
Oh, Tempe
Yeah,
Improv.
He
That's a
doesn't
good
go
one,
to
too.
stand up live.
Really?
Yeah.
I like stand up live. That's a good.
I
that's
bet
a
it's
good room.
awesome. Yeah, I haven't been there yet.
Well, because downtown Phoenix is so nice now. Like it's really like I grew up in Phoenix, and so like 10 years ago, downtown wasn't shit, man. It was
Yeah.
garbage.
Yeah.
And now hipsters moved into like Roosevelt Art District, and there's culture happening in the city and then all the way up the light rail, man.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Yeah, so
Yeah, it seems like a cool city.
love it, man.
How far away is it from here?
From here, 6 hours.
Yeah.
Oh, so it's,
Yeah, it's like
so
halfway.
Denver is equal to. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just went down there for Thanksgiving to see my mom, and I got down there a couple days early so I could hit mics,
Yeah.
and just had a good experience. Met
Yeah.
all the comics were pretty cool. I could tell the ones that didn't want to fuck with me, so I just
Okay.
kind of steered clear.
Yeah.
Yeah, Dave said you hit 3 mics in one night.
Yeah.
That's dope. That's sick.
Yeah, and I
Fun
saw
night, man.
I saw Christopher Royer
Oh,
at the
nice.
last one, and he was just like, "Oh, how many have you hit?" And I was like, 3, and he's like, "That's how you do it in Phoenix, son." And
Yeah, that's
I was
dope.
pumped because he was like headlining before that,
Yeah.
like earlier that night.
He's an energetic comedian for sure.
Yeah, he's an interesting cat.
Yeah.
I like him. He was nice to me, and Elliot told me that was a dude to be cool with. So
Yeah, he has that joke about a molly tooth. That's funny. All right, not
He's the
gonna-
one that did the show, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that guy's really fun.
yeah.
Yeah.
Christopher Royer, please book us.
Yeah. This
Would
is the
you
first-
cough away from the
Oh,
mic?
sorry.
You son
I'm
of
sorry.
a bitch.
I'm sorry. I have
Zero
no table
etiquette.
manners.
Zero etiquette.
I never went to.
You can't hear it in your headphones.
I can hear. I'm like, man, this cough
There's
sounds
somebody wearing
great.
headphones right now
I
on the other
know.
end of this, and they're like,
Yeah.
"Fuck this guy."
This is the
No
first
doubt.
time. This weekend's the first I've heard people like talk about the Phoenix scene. It seems cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Better than in Albuquerque, I'd probably say.
Oh yeah,
for
100%.
sure, for sure.
Albuquerque is
I
like
can speak
pretty
to
small.
Yeah, and I do not feel comfortable in Albuquerque, man.
Oh God, no.
All my experiences were like buying weed and shit, and it was just like the sketchiest like part of Albuquerque. I wasn't buying meth or anything, but just a step above that, you know. And I'd never felt comfortable, never felt safe. Even at my friend's house, I was just like on
dude.
alert.
Crazy, man.
Dude, they opened up that comedy club, the Comedy Vault.
Yeah,
And
yeah, go ahead.
and then like I performed there. It was like the most Albuquerque fucking thing. It was like they had fans on. There was no fucking central air conditioning system. It was hot. It was humid in the fucking room. There was like 80 comics that signed up. And I was like, wow, I'm gonna get stabbed here. And then the fucking 3 days later, the fucking owner is like accused of sexual whatever misconduct.
Assault.
Assault. I don't remember. Whatever.
He
you
was
know?
being non-specific. Yeah.
Yeah.
In
I think it was like blacklisted
in Albuquerque.
Yeah, it was in Albuquerque, which is the most. Just have a club open up and then 3 days later.
Dude, man.
That's Albuquerque.
That's Albuquerque, man.
That's New Mexico in
It was
general.
wild.
Zach,
They
I'll be-
like-
yeah.
Oh yeah, you went to Albuquerque.
Yeah, for like 2 days.
Did you like
moved a girlfriend down there? Now an ex-girlfriend.
former love of your life, right?
Yeah, love of my life for
Rhymes
7
with
weeks.
Harris sake.
Okay. But yeah, it was I rhymes with Harris sake. Rhymes with Blue Moon. I was a Breaking Bad fan, so I just treated it like that. And so I just
Like a tourist?
like a tourist, yeah. So we went to the Breaking Bad house, and then the van that like gives tours around the city was at Walter White's house. So I just ended up following that location to location.
Copy.
Oh, that's
Just
dope.
smoking weed.
He was smoking
Or
weed,
meth,
yeah,
whatever.
Smoking meth, whatever. Yeah, whatever.
What in
that-
Albuquerque,
It was
right?
blue.
Up or down?
Dude, fucking that show made me want to try meth.
Really?
Oh, dude, just like
Can't
having
even
them like
lead.
What
cut
about
up-
that show made you want to?
not all the bad
That
parts
shows
about
the
meth,
reason
but like
I
the
probably
snorting, like the snorting part of meth.
The good part? Oh, the story?
The snorting, dude. I've I bet it would be sublime.
I mean, yeah, I guess like the Wolf of Wall Street did encourage people I knew in college like to snort cocaine.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
and so shit like that. Even though it showed.
Yeah,
like,
there's
negative
cocaine
effects.
and then there's
Quaaludes,
meth.
I thought.
Yeah,
I thought
meth
Quaaludes
is
got really big
definitely
because the
fucking
Wolf of Wall
Quaaludes
different.
were in there,
Cocaine starts with the plant. You
I
know?
I do think
Like,
meth would be sublime.
At some point, the root of it
That's
is
not
the
great.
plant.
I would never do it.
Don't ever do that.
I would never
man.
do it.
Yeah, nobody does meth for the bad parts of meth, man. Like nobody's
Man,
like,
my skin is too intact.
But next time you find yourself in a gay club and you want to get
Dude,
loose, try it.
P&P. Do you know what you know what P&P is? Party and play. That's a gay term for people that smoke meth and
whoa.
have sex.
Oh, is that what that is?
P&P.
I've always seen P&P.
How do you know that? But he
I watched a
doesn't know that?
documentary about AIDS.
Okay.
I know very little about the gay community. I've just like gotten fucked up and like sucked dick.
You're on the peripherals of
And
the
like I've just gotten like high and like invited a guy who lived in my building to come fuck my ass. Like that's
When's the first time you sucked a dick?
like within like the last 2 years.
Okay. But you
Wow.
sucked a
Yeah.
dick before you found out about whippets.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yes.
Usually it goes
Yes.
in the other direction,
It
methinks.
does. But I was just on
I'm good.
Adderall, so there were still like uppers involved and shit.
Copy.
Yeah.
Have you ever done poppers?
No.
I've heard so much about
What
it.
are
What are
are they
poppers? I
the
don't
smelling salts?
Yeah, it's
I think
amyl
I think they're
nitrate.
selling. Yeah.
Amyl nitrate.
And
Oh,
then
I
it,
think it
like-
might be. I have poppers.
What?
My older roommate, dude. Okay, listen, my
On
older
you?
roommate. No, I wish, dude. But it's fun. Like,
That'd be great to do.
listen,
on camera.
poppers are fun because
With you?
I have it in my apartment
We can
in
fuck each
Denver.
other doing
Listen,
poppers?
dude, my my older roommate. I went over to my old house and he was like, "Yeah, I bought like 300 poppers." And I was like, "What?" He's like, "Do you want like a handful?" I was like, "Yeah, sure." And so it's like whenever anyone's sleeping or whatever, you just crack it under their nose,
Yeah.
wakes them up immediately.
See, I've been knocked out like on a football field or a wrestling match and had something cracked under my nose.
Really?
I don't know if
Okay.
that's what it is. I think it's ammonia.
Yeah,
Yeah.
something like that.
But it wakes your ass up.
In the Marine Corps,
And-
we used to take like a hand sanitizer and like rub it in our hands and then
Slap him in the face.
Yeah, well, just like right in the nostrils, man.
God, dude.
Because you're so tired that you do that to keep yourself like.
Snort alcohol.
Yeah, and they would watch
nobody-
us, and they would. Ha, ha, ha.
Nobody
Like-
sold cocaine in your whole platoon.
It's boot camp.
God.
Oh, yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, a lot of Marines do coke, man.
Yeah.
Because it gets out of your system.
A
real
lot
quick.
of people do
right.
coke. Yeah, people on probation.
Do coke,
That is
yeah.
how
Yeah,
I started doing cocaine.
Yeah,
I-
because it's like gone in 3
it
days.
was a terrible point in my life.
Yeah.
I just got out of jail for a month.
Could you drink
like-
alcohol?
No,
Oh, that sucks.
but alcohol is also 4 to 5 days.
Yeah.
So alcohol and cocaine just like started happening around me because I wasn't worried about the drug test. You know,
Yeah.
as long as I'm sober the week of, like, I'm good.
Were they scheduled? Did you know when they were gonna be?
Yeah, I mean, at first you go into drug court, so it's like 2 a week random. Every morning you have to call.
Uh-huh.
You have like code words, and if those code words get said, you have to go take a piss test that day,
Uh-huh.
which is super inconvenient for anybody that's employed. Or,
Right.
And you have to pay for every test on top
Oh,
of all
man.
the fees.
Yeah.
Like it cost $100 drug sale cost me $11,000
Jesus,
and a month
dude.
in jail.
Fuck.
And a month in jail. Oh, dude, a month is enough time to like really be annoyed by jail.
I do not want to go back to jail, man.
Yeah,
What,
I
did
bet.
you not enjoy it?
I
wasn't
figured it
enjoyable?
out. I figured it out. You wake up for breakfast, you fucking go back to bed.
Yeah.
And then you wake up, you work out, shower, and then you read till dinner. And then after dinner, you watch a little TV, then you read for as long as you can before you fall asleep.
Jesus.
But you have to get up like 4 times during the day to get counted and shit, you know?
Sounds lonely.
No, there's a lot of people.
Huh.
It was scary. It
And
was more scary than lonely.
Really?
It was county jail.
And all my
right?
friends were, but I was an out-of-state felon because
Oh,
my
that's
charges were here.
Yeah.
Because I sold LSD on the way. Yeah, I'm done with this.
Yeah. It's,
on the
it's
way to
already on public
Purgatory.
record.
To Purgatory because I was going snowboarding and this kid was in Durango. So I was like, yeah, I'll just meet you in Durango. So my charges were here.
Yeah.
And then I got pulled over like 6 months later in Farmington. Totally forgot this happened, right? Because I sold. It was $100, and then I went snowboarding and
Yeah.
got high. Like,
So
Yeah.
you got pulled over 6 months later?
yeah, and went to jail because I had a warrant.
Wow.
Because the kid that I sold acid to hit me up the next day and was like, "Yo, can I get any more acid?" And you never text a drug dealer that, like,
Yeah.
you know. It was the only
So did
time
you
I've ever
respond?
sold acid. No,
Okay.
no, because you don't say that like
Yeah.
on a text.
Right.
And so I just never talked to him again. And then I got pulled over 6 months later, and
Jesus.
Went
So
to
they
jail.
had your license plate and everything.
yeah, but their evidence was they were trying to build a case on me to
Right.
get like more evidence.
Yeah.
But it was just a
That
one-time
was just-
thing.
Yeah.
And I had tinted windows and these 12-inch subwoofers in the back. So their audio and video, they have like no evidence of me other than the vehicle and the drugs, and the $100 was missing. Because they searched him before they did it, and then they searched him after because he was a CI. Yeah.
Okay.
Shiva.
No, not the dog.
Okay. But yeah, it was a whole shitty situation that I totally forgot about until like day 15 in jail. And I was like, that's why I'm fucking here.
God damn.
Because
Oh my god.
I was
Oh,
in-
so you didn't even know what you
No.
were charged
Didn't-
with?
I was
Don't
in-
they read your
They
charges?
told me it was
Wow.
a dangerous drug charge, and I was like, I sell weed because that was the only time I've ever sold LSD. Like,
Holy shit, dude.
God
That's
damn.
so interesting. So like you were just confused. You're like,
no, I had no. I told them I was like, somebody's stealing my identity. Please don't do that.
Yeah. I will.
I was like, somebody must have given my name, and they like gave all my information. Like, is your phone number this? Is your social security this? And I was just like,
damn.
I guess it's me. And then like day 15, my lawyer was like, you have to know what the fuck is going on here.
huh?
And like one night I was in bed and it just clicked. And I was,
Damn.
oh, I'm fucked. Yeah, so
'Cause
never
you're like,
sell
I did it.
psychedelics. If you want to give a
Wow.
friend psychedelics, do it. Like, just give it to him.
Especially
it's
in
not
Denver, you
worth
can
the
just give it.
charges. It's not worth the charges.
Yeah.
Ever.
Yeah.
Because they're too cheap. It
Yeah,
was
exactly.
$100.
Yeah. That's insane.
Yeah.
You know?
Interesting.
Wow.
That's interesting.
Like, don't give cocaine away. I get that. But
It's
psychedelics
expensive.
never sell.
Never
Yeah.
psychedelics. So, so mushrooms now are decriminalized in Denver,
Mm-hmm.
not here.
Which means you can't sell them, buy them, but you can possess them.
Can you
possess
trade
them.
them? Can you give them to people?
And even, yeah, I mean, well, possession is still, decriminalized generally means that it's going to get you a ticket, not jail time.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
I would like to look up the Colorado or the Denver laws about that.
That's generally what decriminalized means. It's not legal. And
Right,
you
right, of
definitely
course.
cannot make money. Like, any money exchange means there was money exchanged with no taxes on it.
Right.
So that's where you're going to get fucked.
Yeah.
Like, if I would have given that kid that acid, I would have had a possession charge.
Yeah.
You know, that ain't shit compared to distribution.
Yeah.
Luckily, I pled down to conspiracy to distribute. But their evidence was shaky, and my lawyer was expensive.
Nice.
So
Oh, tough, bud. Dang. Yeah. How are the PDs? Did you use the PDs at all? The public defenders?
negative.
Really?
I was in jail for distribution of LSD.
Yeah, public defender.
But they deal with that. I mean,
Yeah,
so my stepmom's a public defender. Now.
Right.
I'm not gonna tell you where. But yeah. So she used to do like she used to do DUIs, and she used to do. Then she went to capital punishment, man.
God,
she fucking
crazy.
just isn't that fucking crazy? She defended murderers, man.
Wow.
Fucking, and now she's been promoted. She's like, she's a little bit higher up, but like, and it, like, how crazy is it that because the whole public defender's view is that we are the last bastion to uphold justice. All right, well,
Yeah.
Everybody
I
deserves
think
a
that's
fair
some of them.
trial.
Yeah, that's,
Some of them are very
It's like
lazy.
cops.
Yeah, I get
but
that.
it's like a lot of them are fucking swamped, and they have so many cases.
Oh, the caseload,
And so
man.
it's like it's like, you know, like almost all cases, like minor infringement cases, go to what is it, where you don't have a court date, or like you don't have to go to court. It's like you plead guilty and then you take your charge or whatever.
Yeah, I had a felony.
Yeah. So I mean,
Fa-
obviously,
felonies are usually set, right? Probably not go to jury.
no, there's
probably
different.
deal.
Like there's like a violent
Yeah.
felony, right? And there's like drug felonies and sexual felonies.
Did you go to trial at all?
No. Well, I went to court, but
Right.
we didn't
But
like.
no jury
I got
trial.
offered a plea deal and took
And then
it.
you
Yeah,
took
plea
it?
deal, that's what I
Oh,
was
how was that, man?
Really weird, but my lawyer was
Huh.
like, "Trust me on this. Like, it's a Schedule I drug. Like, 'cause I
Yeah.
was like, it was bunk acid. Did they test it? You know,
It wasn't
I was
even
like, that was barely acid.
Uh-huh.
I just hated this kid, and he was super annoying. He's been trying to get me to give him acid for like a year.
Oh my god.
So I
and he was like a CI the
and
whole
then,
time.
Yeah, I guess, but he was buying weed from me, and
Oh,
then
shit.
so I felt like there was enough trust there that I wasn't gonna go to jail. you
Yeah,
know?
no,
but
that's-
he was
that's
so
crazy,
annoying.
man.
I bought some bunk acid, and this kid hit me up like around the same time, and I was like, yeah, I do happen to have some acid, you know, trying to
Yeah.
get my money back
Right.
because I was a stupid 19-year-old.
Man. That's how old you were?
Mm-hmm.
Man, that's wild. How many years ago was that? How old are you now, I guess?
29, yeah.
29
10 years.
Gotcha.
Statute of limitations for anything I've said that didn't get me charged should be.
Yeah.
done.
Oh yeah, you're good.
Uh,
Did you? Had you never been in jail?
in jail? No. One time I broke into the stadium, the University of Arizona Stadium.
Uh-huh.
That shit was crazy, man, because it's like 15 feet like a gate around the entire stadium, and I just like climb up it, and then I'm pretty drunk, and like I flip over and I drop all like 15 feet like.
Oh my!
Landed on your
ground. I landed on my back. I
Oh,
wake
God
up. This
damn.
is like 3 a.m. in the morning.
For sure
And then-
concussed.
I was like 20, 21, 22-ish. And so I started like low crawling just so that like if I stay low, they're not gonna see me. I get all the way to like one of like the vomitoriums like that goes into it, and there's like a guy. He's like, "Hey, what are you doing here?" I was like, "Oh, okay. Well, I'm gonna go now." It's like, "Yeah," and so he goes away. I was like, "Well, if he's gone, I've already seen the only guy in here." So
He's like, leave.
Yeah,
Whenever.
he's done with you.
Right, exactly. So I leave. I go around this way. I don't leave. I go all the way to the top and then just watch the sunrise
Oh, that's
from the
cool.
top of the stadium. And then the same guy comes back like it's like an hour later. He comes back and he sees me in the stands. He's like, "Hey!"
He's like in the middle of the field. He's like, "Hey!"
He's like,
Well, he didn't let you out. Like, how did he think you were gonna get out? You crawled over a 15-foot wall.
And that's so innocent. You're just watching the sunset or the sunrise.
"Oh, dude, it was because I was drinking all night that night. It was me and my roommates on the roof, and I'm like, "Hey, man, I'm gonna go try to watch the sunset at the top of University of Arizona
Sunrise.
Stadium."
The thought just struck you. Like, this is
Yeah,
where I
how
need
romantic! How romantic would that
Alone.
be?
a nightcap this evening.
Oh man, that was
Wait,
awesome.
and so there was the cops got involved and everything.
Yeah. So the guy was like, "Hey," and like, he's like, "No, you stay there." And so they called. The cops just escorted me out.
You're just enjoying the sunset.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. No, I was like, fine. I'm here.
Sirens
We'll
You
see where this
won.
goes. Yeah. And cops escort me out. They're like, go home. And so I just went home and fell asleep, man.
That's the closest you've been to go to jail. They were really rough on me. They were
Marine
pumped.
Corps. But yeah, I mean, one time I woke up with like, you know, those things that you use to break open bike locks. Yeah. So I fucking passed out. I was drinking. I passed out, fully drunk, and I was woken up by a police officer, and I was holding one of those in my hand. And he's like, "What are you gonna do with this?" I was like, "It's not illegal to have it." And so yeah, I went home that night too. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Interesting.
So near.
Tucson was rough, man. That's the
Both of
reason
them
why I got
see-
branded in Tucson.
Yeah, Tucson.
Lot of drinking.
Yeah.
Like
The dirty tea.
dirty tea, man. And those tea lokes ain't fucking plain. It's very similar to Albuquerque in that way.
Dude, the first time I
Yeah.
got alcohol poisoning was in Tucson.
Tucson, yeah, you were like 12, weren't you?
I 12. I was 16, and my sister and I had this thing where every spring break she would fly me out to Tucson. Or I mean, my parents would fly me out to Tucson, and we would just like party and stuff. And I was like sophomore year of high school, and I went out. And I think I counted. I drank like 23 drinks in the night, but like that was like I had barely any experience with alcohol, so that was insane. But like we started off at like 3 p.m. fucking drinking beers, whatever. Like there was a football, like an Arizona football game going on. Fucking
Bear down, man.
yeah, bear down, baby. And then it just escalated to mixed drinks and shit. And then by like 12 a.m. I was like, we were going to house party to house party, and my sister left because she had to like meet somebody or something. And she left me in charge of this girl who just kept saying that I was a high schooler to everybody. She was like, he's in high school. And then everyone's like, you have to die tonight. Yeah.
Who tries to get a high schooler drunk, man?
I was
Who are
wasted,
these people?
dude. It was dangerous, dude. I was so drunk. And
Most people are those people.
Really?
Like, yeah, at a party when you're fucked up.
Can
you imagine how fucked up it would be if they just
Midwest,
killed
there's
me?
a high schooler there. You're like, yeah.
They almost
Really?
did.
yeah, dude, seriously.
I didn't go to, like, I was never that high schooler at the party, but then I was at some parties where there was a high schooler.
In college?
Yeah.
Oh my
there's
God.
a high school and shit. Yeah, it's just insane.
Yeah.
That's crazy, man.
Yeah.
Dude, I fucking for like the next 24 hours I was like shaking, fucking couldn't.
Jesus.
I couldn't eat anything,
That's alcohol
drink
poisoning.
anything.
That's
It's total.
it's so annoying to have alcohol poisoning.
It's annoying. It's a whole day.
It's a
thing.
God.
I've
Yeah.
never gotten alcohol poisoning.
Really?
Mm-mm.
Have you ever like drank like binge drinked for like 4 days and then have like sort of withdrawals?
Mm-mm.
Is that just me?
I've never had a withdrawal
Trying
for
to fill the
sure.
room.
I feel like I'm definitely super dependent on it. You know what I
You
mean?
think so?
But never like a physical withdrawal. Like every year we do Sober October, and I drink almost every day, and I ramp up before Sober October because I know it's going away.
Yeah.
And I've never like had a shake or.
Well,
anything.
yeah.
I'm just
man.
bored. I'm
It's
like,
not-
man, this would be a better day with a beer.
Yeah,
You know,
exactly.
that's most of it.
That's nice.
There's been like points.
It's all mental.
I feel like if you like drink a high volume of alcohol in a very short period of time, there's definitely noticeable
Well,
withdrawals.
I don't. I have.
Yeah.
I don't like feeling bad, and I always throw up before I black out.
Really?
So I.
That's like your warning.
Yeah, but when I throw up, I'm like, and I never feel like drinking afterwards. There has been a Halloween or two where I've rallied.
You booted and rallied.
I've rallied,
Jesus,
but
man.
like 2 or 3 times ever, and I've blacked out once, but I think I was drugged. It was on
really?
Halloween. I went to a house party. The last thing I remember, we walked down to the bars, went to Lady Falkenberg's. Somebody handed me a shot, and that's the last thing I remember. Just like cheersing, and then
It's just like chloroform.
I woke up and I was puking in front of the doghouse in the street.
Oh fuck.
And
Oh,
like,
man.
but Phil said we went to like 3 bars. We did the zombie walk. Like I was drinking all night. There's just like
Jesus,
flashes.
Dude, fucking, you should come down here for Halloween, dude. The
a-
zombie,
it's a
zombie
pretty-
crawl,
pretty
dude.
good.
Zombie crawl?
Oh, it's so sick,
Dude,
It's like
man.
the main street. They just shut it down, and everyone just like walks around like with their costume. It sounds really lame, but it's fucking sick.
Because people
it's at,
hype
like,
each other
midnight.
as
Everybody's
they
hammered.
pass
Everyone's
by.
hammered. Fucking
So it's-
bars are crazy.
Yeah, so it's like that whole main street where people are just hyping each other up as they're walking in the same
And
direction
it's like-
and against each other.
And it's like
And so-
Durango's so small that you see all your friends.
Exactly.
Like,
And
even
you're
if
like,
you don't- you're like, oh, well, your costume. Yeah.
I
Fucking-
love the small town. Yeah, it seems like everyone kind of knows each other.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's cool.
It is,
man.
it is cool. It's like a nice little
nice.
niche.
Last year I went as a panda. I had a big panda head, and I was hotboxing the panda head. You know what I mean? Just to get really high. And I go into Joel's, and I'm dancing, and it's the first time I saw my ex-girlfriend with another guy, and she's dancing with another guy. And so it's just like
yeah.
panda her, and then panda me, sad panda.
Sad panda meme.
Just because I was like,
You just reek like weed and you're just crying.
because I remember this as "Nice for What" by Drake was the
Oh
song that
my
was playing,
God.
and so I'm like feeling myself, and then I look, I'm like.
Fuck.
And then just like he had to like stop. I was so obvious. He had to like, hey, that panda's looking at you. Like,
Were you guys wearing the exact same costume?
no,
Oh,
no.
okay.
No.
Did she know about your panda costume? Were you
I mean,
incognito or no?
Yeah. So yeah,
No, that's
she
good.
she
That's
found
good.
out it was me.
So there was
All right, we talked.
because you
We-
freaked out.
I didn't freak out. I was
Just
like,
take
it's
off
like-
the panda head.
I took the panda head off
You motherfucker.
with a fucking broken look in my eyes, like just
Oh,
like
no.
like like that like. And then I was like,
Yeah,
well,
man.
I gotta go.
Yeah.
Should have just left it on and walked out like a gentleman.
No, man.
Should have just crumped and crip walked out of the Joel's,
Prompt and
dude.
crypt walk out.
Dude, one time during Snowdown, I had it was like my sophomore year, and I had like a fifth of Jim Beam like in a plastic bottle, and I was just walking, and I was like wasted on Main Street, and then somebody just fucking takes it away from right behind me, and I turn around, I'm like, what the fuck? And it's a cop, and he's like, keep walking. And I was like, all right, okay.
That is white privilege. That
Yeah,
that
yeah.
happened to
But
everybody.
it's also
Jacob.
Durango privilege. I mean, everyone, dude. Like people
During Snowdown,
Yeah, during
there's a
Snowdown,
lot.
there's a lot of public consumption, and
There's
so
a
like
lot.
the cops can't do any. Like I mean, like unless they want to file a fucking ticket for. Dude, one of my old friends in college for Halloween, he was Thor, and for Thor's hammer, he just duct taped a bottle of fucking Jack Daniel's vodka, and he was just fucking swigging it like all across Main Street. It was sick.
Sick.
It was incognito, dude.
So at least he made an attempt.
Yeah.
I'm
was-
gonna go pee.
I love
man.
Snowdown events because last year I was sitting on the balcony of Steamworks or the patio, and I just saw this dude with like a tall boy, like a 24-ounce can, just in a brown bag on the street. Like holy fucking Snowdown!
Yeah.
Yeah, they
honestly.
won.
You guys want to take a pee break?
Oh, nice. Yeah, I'm
All
down.
right, we're gonna take a pee break. We'll be back.
Alright.
Yeah. Cool. Yeah.
Lutheran dildo.
The Lutheran dildo.
Another episode of Inside Jokes with these fucking guys.
That's
Yeah,
what happens.
That's his real
man.
joke.
Oh, happy to discuss. So the cucumber is the Lutheran dildo. So yeah, I haven't. I only started going like I've been with a guy.
You peel a cucumber, it's slippery.
Well, yeah. Well, you don't want to peel it if you're putting it up your ass. So what
You want to wash it off.
Yeah, you want to wash it off. You don't want to peel it though. But yeah. So growing up, I
Like
was
a banana.
Yeah.
I've never seen
Bananas work too. Bananas
work.
work too. I put a banana up my ass for sure.
Really?
Banana and a cucumber. Both.
Wow.
Yeah. Like so. Yeah. I was
Like a big banana or Chiquita?
No, it was a big banana. It was a big banana.
That's like
Oh,
a
yeah.
little. That's like an anal plug.
It was a
dude.
big
Chiquita.
banana.
That's bigger than anything I've put in my ass.
And you were.
Give it time.
Yeah, because you start with the plunger, and then you move. Because the plunger is very thin, and you can also control the length.
Oh my god.
Jesus.
very easily.
Isn't it wooden? Isn't it wooden?
It is
like,
wooden.
Splinter.
Yes,
No,
splinters.
it's very polished. It's very polished, and you know.
Yeah.
So
and if it's
afterwards-
not, you sand it down.
Yeah, sand it down.
the fun thing about the plunger is both ends are used for shit. Hey,
Hey.
both ends are touching shit. All right.
You
Yeah.
could work that into something.
Yeah.
I
Needs
mean,
more thought.
Yeah.
Feel free not to.
Mull on it. Mull on it. Mull on it. Yeah. No. So I was telling a story. Well, I don't know. Yeah, because they asked if I ever fucked fruit, and I said no. I've been fucked by cucumber, and because if you ever been I was studied abroad and in Rome for 3 months, and there's a lot of wine in Rome. You're drinking kind of all day, and so sometimes you're like shopping at and you remember, and you're in college now. This is
Right, of
me.
course.
I was in college, and I was looking at a cucumber and thinking, I remember when I used to stick you up my ass in high school.
You're getting nostalgic?
And I'm like, yeah, I was nostalgic for it. I hadn't explored that side of my sexuality in quite some time. So I'm like,
Sure.
you know what? I was, again, a lot of wine.
wine in Rome, dude.
A lot of wine. I got to take you home with me, you cucumber. And cucumber. You go in the shower, you put it up your ass, you're done. That's
Shower activity.
shower. It's
Oh,
shower
it's not a
activity.
non-
Copy. It's like period
activity.
sex.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah,
I've never-
exactly. Yeah, it's the same kind of. Yeah, they're putting a towel down, or you're going in the shower.
Them are the options.
You ever
are-
see
You got
see
two options. Or you got messy sheets.
The sheets aren't shit. It's the mattress that matters.
Right,
Like,
right.
sheets go in the wash. The mattress never fits, no matter how hard you try.
Did you ever see One Man, One Jar?
I just
What?
One Man, One Jar.
You want to
Oh,
talk
yeah,
about
and it
this
broke
so
his
bad,
ass.
man.
I've heard about that. That's
Seventh
That's
grade,
something you
dude.
would want to
Fucking-
talk about. Yeah.
Throw it up right now, man. Fucking-
Wish we had a projector.
One day. Yeah.
Like the Joe Rogan podcast, like a big fucking
Hey,
mega
Jamie,
screen.
look that up.
Yeah. Hey, Jamie, can you
It
look
doesn't
up
even
One
have
Man,
to be
One Jar?
that big. Just, yeah.
One man, one jar. That's where the guy puts a jar and it breaks.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It does
and then-
not.
How big is a jar?
the structural
Oh,
integrity
dude,
he
it's-
thought?
Is it like
the jar's huge, right?
I've just heard about it a lot.
Oh,
I
you've
haven't
never seen it?
actually- I think I've seen parts
Is it like
of it.
bigger
I'm
than
not
that cup
interested.
right there?
It's probably about the size of that cup, I would say,
Wow.
and it's like fully into his
Oof.
anus. And then he just no, I know, and it's incredible that I saw this when I was 11.
How many times?
I've seen it probably like 5 times, but only to show other people, not for me.
Repeat customer, man.
Yeah, but I just
No, it seems like
Foot
I
traffic.
gotta
That's
go
all that.
back to the source of my trauma.
No, trauma. I got a trauma bond. No, so he has the jar up his ass, and then he sits and it breaks. You can hear it pop too. It's like, and then it's just,
Oh, do it one more time.
it's not that. It's like, but you just hear everything, and,
And
then
Would
he
he die?
And
no,
what does he do? What does
he sits up, or like he's still squatting, like he's squatting the entire time, and then he just starts pulling broken glass out of his anus, dude. Awful, absolute, the worst.
My God.
That's why you don't put glass in your ass, folks.
Yeah, exactly.
Unless it's like a really nice glass
tell me
dildo.
what to do.
Like,
Well,
dude.
fuck you.
Can you
Tell me
imagine the amount of
not to put-
panic?
I think you got to spend at least $20 on something glass before you stick it in your ass. Is that a fair rule, Josh?
There's glass.
High quality glass.
There's glass
Absolutely.
dildos.
I'm not an
That's what I'm
idiot.
saying. But
Are there
they're
glass dildos?
yeah.
Absolutely.
That's like a
yeah,
very
so they can
popular-
get cold. You know what I mean? There's something about the
What?
the free. Yeah, absolutely. You can freeze a glass dildo.
Sure. Yeah, that would be
Never
interesting.
heard of that.
Never. Yeah.
Hey, it's something for you to try.
This is the least gay you've ever sounded, by the way.
What?
It's just like, I don't know.
Never heard.
I don't know about cold.
I don't know about cold.
I'm not
Bill.
interested in it
P2P,
either.
party and play. I know about that.
P&P.
P&P. Not
P2P?
That's player to player. That's in
Same thing.
Raymond
yeah,
Ace.
whatever. Whoa, dropping Raymond Ace.
I like
Raymond Ace.
Raymond Ace, man.
Yeah, plug Raymond Ace. Ace's
Dab
Dream.
Dream.
Dab Dreams Radio.
Dab Dreams Radio.
Yeah.
Yep, he has a podcast.
Yeah.
Right, West Side Phoenix, man.
Westside
63.
Phoenix, baby.
He's a comic in Denver who he's been on house arrest for like 2 months or so, and so
He's just been podcasted every day.
Yeah, he's
been
like desperate to get to a mic.
Yeah, and so he was just he's just always got a lot to say at mics, and he's funny, he's a wild guy, and so he's like it's been the
I
days.
bet
Are,
I'd love him.
yeah,
I'm
Sounds
a
like my
fan.
kind of people.
the days are counting down till Raymond Ace's return to the mics.
Oh,
Dude,
shit.
man.
It's gonna be a monumental moment.
Oh,
I'm just saying.
A monument.
In my life, dude.
I do miss his. He had a mic for a little bit. Wednesday night mic at
I
Graffiti
enjoyed
Bar.
it.
At the
Yeah.
graffiti bar.
Yeah,
that was
Graffiti
fun.
Bar.
It was like a graffiti bar on Broadway.
in South Broad across from the Mayan Theater, and it was like a hookah lounge. So it was an interesting kind of vibe for comedy.
Yeah.
Yeah, a hookah lounge, but people are just sitting there chilling.
They'd be quiet.
I just remember
Yeah.
Just a lot of.
Not a lot of
bubbles. You hear the bubbles.
when I showed up, I just looked at you and you had a full hookah and just like 2 girls surrounding you.
Yeah, very Jeff moment.
It was
Yeah,
good
very
look.
Jeff.
Yeah.
Yeah, I started smoking hookah because saw Drake do it. I was really trying. Just trying to be like Drake.
Oh, man. You ain't lying.
Shout out to Miriam and Lexi for supporting local.
Miriam and
comedy.
Lexi were, is that their names?
Miriam and Lexi.
They're
yeah.
nice.
Yeah.
I remember them.
You got to respect the chicks that show up to local comedy.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Every once in a while, you bang them.
Huh.
What are you gonna do?
Wow.
Yeah, that's a chuckle fucker.
A chuckle. Yeah, I know what a
He
chuckle.
called
fucker
me
is.
a chuckle fucker
Yeah,
the other day.
it was an
No,
insult.
it was earlier
to you. Yeah.
today.
Earlier today.
Who did I
Yeah.
call you a chuckle fucker to?
I
That's that
think,
guy you met in the parking lot. Who was
yeah,
that?
some guy
He's
that
a
you knew
chuckle
from a
fucker.
gas
He had a
station.
big-
Hey, this is a
He had a
guy who
big-
bangs comics.
You basically introduce us as the two guys. You're like, hey, I'm in town doing comedy. With these two chuckle fuckers. So you're saying I'm in town doing comedy while these two are sucking my cock.
No, you're like,
That's funny.
I'm in town for comedy while they fuck each other.
while I laugh.
Oh, we have a new idea for a sketch. Roommates,
The chuckle fuckers?
roommates, yeah.
dude.
Yeah, a sketch.
This is how we're gonna break it to Elliot, really.
Yeah,
Because he's
definitely listening.
He's
Okay,
definitely
so-
Oh, he's so.
he better be. I don't think he listens, but
Yeah.
whatever. I don't even think he listens to his own.
I don't care if
I
he
think
does.
he absolutely
honestly.
does.
I don't, dude. Honestly,
I absolutely.
Anyway,
I
I've
think he
seen his
jacks
note-
off to his own.
And he has the notebook. of
anyway,
notes on
Elliot,
his own.
love you. You're a great roommate. We have the sketch idea where you basically make out with Jeff.
yeah. So we're like Elliot and I are hanging out in the apartment. We were like, dude, I'm like, it somehow comes up like I'm so much better of a kissy than you. No, fuck you, dude.
I could totally see that happening.
And then it's just like 3 minutes of just slowly making out, and then we stop kissing, and then we just talk shit about the other one.
You're like, oh, you're such a pussy.
That's exactly what I pictured when I heard him and Jacob moved in together.
You fucking bitch.
Like day 2.
This was
You
Jacob's
kiss like
idea.
a bitch.
I think Jacob wants me to be an avatar-like figure to
Right.
live out his fantasy with Elliot.
Sure.
I'm
He needs
using
more
you
time.
as a proxy.
He needs
Yeah.
more time.
Yeah.
Someone has to man the camera.
You're really
man.
bringing
Yeah.
porn close to home.
And I'm good at the camera manning. So
Good.
Yeah.
Yeah, you are. I do appreciate.
and you
it.
guys are good at
You're at it.
The making out with
making
guys.
out guys.
Making out with
Yeah.
guys.
Yeah.
No,
You're not good at it.
I haven't really made out with guys.
You
Really?
just suck dick.
Yeah,
It's the next step.
It's like, how does that happen?
It's a great way to define it.
I
Man.
made out with one guy who then sucked my cock,
My dog.
my dickory cock.
Did you kiss him after?
No,
Ooh.
I don't know. It was very late.
Rude, man.
I don't think it's that gross. I mean, like,
Yes,
No, I don't.
when-
I don't
when
mind. No,
When it's straight busting to
No,
lips, like
yeah.
you
Well,
need a sec.
not at
Like,
all.
I like
Not
to
at
give
all.
it 30
Actually-
seconds at least.
dude, my
you know?
cum tastes great.
Yeah, not at all. Yeah, see, you can do a nice little cum swap, like where you cum in the mouth and you push the
snowball.
cum back and
Snowball.
forth. Yeah,
Yeah, that's what
it's
it's
disgusting. Yeah, it's great though. It's disgustingly great.
I've never done
No,
that.
look at you.
I'm not
Nah.
interested in that.
Yeah,
either.
yeah. So you know,
like swallow
listen,
it. What the
to each his own. Yes, but I don't think like the kissing this guy afterwards was a grossness thing. It was more of like a, you know,
Just
I
a
don't-
connection thing.
Yeah,
You came
there's a
and you were like,
connection
"Get the
thing.
fuck out of here."
No, I didn't even come. It was just like, you know,
Stop.
Who am
It was
I?
like a, hey,
what
you
am I
tried.
doing here? Like, what is this?
What?
You know,
My Adderall's
so then
worn off.
I went and I like, took a shower. I went and slept 3 hours on the couch and I listened to Frank Ocean on the way home in the morning. So
A
you know,
tornado flew around my
that's
room.
right.
That's interesting, man.
It's just a little
That's-
preview
that's-
into
that's-
Josh's act.
Well,
I like these
Why
sounds.
did it get so awkward all of a sudden?
A preview to Josh's act. Yeah. So that was that.
that's interesting.
Yeah,
That was that.
That is that. I don't know how. Oh, the sketch idea. That's how we came up on it.
Oh, yeah, roommates.
So-
Sketch idea. Roommates. That's right.
Oh
Yeah.
man, fucking
tangent.
Elliot's
Dude.
girlfriend is gonna hate it.
Oh,
She's
she's
gonna
not gonna.
hate
She's
it.
not gonna
I
like
always
it.
forget that.
Does she
Elliot
live in
has a
Durango?
girlfriend.
No,
Or
she
does she live
does.
in
You know,
Minneapolis.
She's in Minneapolis. I think she's moving to Denver, but she's gonna hate to see her sweet little baby making out.
Well, she knows it's happening
Yeah.
all the time.
All
Well,
the time.
that doesn't happen anymore.
They're just sucking dicks left and right.
Dude, you should see Elliot at open mics, dude.
Just
sucking dick,
sucking
man.
Suck.
Sucking
dicks.
dick.
well, he's
On
getting a lot of
stage.
sets, you know.
Dude, he's a good
Is he?
comic. He's
It's
a
all
great
about
comic.
reps.
He's a great comic.
He's an okay comic.
He's an okay comic.
He's
Yeah.
an okay comic.
We're all okay comics.
Yeah, that's true.
That's
A reserved great for I don't know.
Dave Chappelle.
Richard Pryor, Steve Harvey.
I just read Richard Pryor's autobiography, and
Uh-huh.
then 3 days after I finished it, I did a line of cocaine off of it out of
Oh,
respect.
really?
Wow.
Out of respect.
Out of respect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Out of respect.
Yeah. When you marry that girl, beat her. You know, fucking out of
Is that what happened?
yeah,
with
he
him?
did that.
No, he was a terrible person.
Steve Harvey?
Yeah. He,
No,
yeah, beat
Richard
it.
Pryor. Steve Harvey's a little too clean.
Yeah,
though.
Richard
I
Pryor
suspect foul play.
Yeah, and Richard Pryor, didn't he smoke crack all the time?
He lit himself on fire because he was
Is that how
high
he
on
died?
crack. No,
Oh,
he
okay.
didn't die. He got MS after that. And then
Oh
he died.
shit.
Damn.
Yeah, it was a
R.I.P.,
sad
man.
book,
But
but
did-
it was interesting.
MS Paint came out in 1970s.
Okay. What?
Microsoft
autistic?
Paint.
No, that's crazy.
I
Though.
think
That
he tried to
sucks.
make a pun there. That's what that was.
Oh, I
Yeah,
see.
It was a pun.
Still autistic. Man.
Yeah.
I was just trying to tell a joke that didn't really happen. I don't know.
Richard Pryor, man,
Richard.
great comic.
Yeah, there's a.
Naturally great.
Yeah, exactly.
It just seemed like I'm. Yeah.
just us, man.
Just seemed like he just happened to be fucking awesome because he grew up in a whorehouse and just like his life was fucking crazy.
Yeah.
So the minute he just like opened his mouth about it to normal people, they were just like,
Yeah.
because he was just like yelling it too, and they were just like, holy shit.
Dude, and for like an African American comic, and it was like the 70s,
I think
right?
you can say black now.
Black comic, whatever.
How fucking dare you? Are you kidding me?
Well, I just use more syllables. No, but
white
for
guilt,
like
yeah.
for like a black comic at that time, that was like monumental. Like,
No,
he
yeah.
was. I mean,
Historic.
he was.
Yeah.
I think he was doing like white clubs and stuff, which is like. No, I'm
Eventually.
serious. Like,
No, eventually.
You
Yeah,
talking about
really.
comedy? You did
No,
Comedy
it
Store,
started.
right?
Well, yeah, but the whole thing started. They called it the Chitlin Circuit, you know. So it was
That's
like all the
fun.
black entertainers.
right.
He would just follow bands and make them laugh, and then they'd be like, "You want to open for me, and I'll get you to the next city."
That's dope.
And he just like hustled, and then
Did-
eventually was like the biggest comic.
That's
ever.
how I feel about Dave Chappelle, because he's like just naturally.
No, yeah,
Yeah, it's
fucking
but
pretty
also
funny.
started when he was like 15.
Yeah, he's,
So-
he's a youngin.
Can't say he didn't, put in his time, but
Yeah.
obviously he's like uniquely hilarious.
Did you guys watch the Kevin Hart documentary?
I've
Never
watched
yet.
some
I
of
enjoyed
it. It's
it.
so long,
It's multiple episodes, but yeah,
and
I
all
got-
the time. Yeah, it's just like, how much money do you need? He's like, this is so hard,
Oh,
but I
dude.
want to be a billionaire. You're like, you have kids.
That's ridiculous.
Go home.
Dude, man, it's crazy. It's the bout of driven. You know what I mean? The drive.
No,
is,
it's
is
interest-
unusual to see. You know what I mean?
Well, it's like.
that's,
Go on.
that's why he is who he is. Yeah.
yeah, no,
And-
yeah. Just it's. I like seeing ambition like that. That's so very obvious. You know. Yeah. It's. I enjoyed it a lot, man.
Cool.
It was like reading. It was like reading like a I don't know like a leadership book like type stuff.
Right,
you know
right.
what I mean?
No,
Like, just-
yeah, you watch
Yeah.
it for inspiration, kind of thing. Okie dokie.
Yeah, my buddy David likes the David Brooks in Indianapolis. So I've talked to them. He loves Kevin Hart.
Really.
He aspires to like that kind of work ethic and that kind of
Man,
That's dope, man. 'Cause
can you-
he's in
like-
a weird incubator right now, man.
yeah. So I
Can
have a
you believe that?
I have a comment of a friend who's on house arrest in
Oh,
Indy, and he he's wanted to move to a bigger scene, but now he's making the most of the scene he's at now, and but he's so it's a nice like incubation kind of thing where he's like, because there's the Midwest is nice because there's a bunch of markets that are like 3 hours apart. Like
Mhm.
there's like you can go to Cleveland, you can go to Cincinnati, you can go to Indy, you can go to Chicago, you can go to
Yeah, I thought
That's
about Chicago for that reason.
Dude, I've heard
Yeah.
Chicago's
I'm gonna
really
branch
good.
out to Phoenix first and give
Dude,
it a
you
year.
should
and
take
then
like a trip, like a week trip to Chicago if you can,
Yeah.
and just like hit a bunch
I'm
of open
thinking
mics.
about it. I'm probably
Yeah.
gonna hit Phoenix like 3 or 4 times this year before I move there, just to
Yeah.
try to establish myself a little bit
Right,
with
right.
certain people.
Yeah.
Have you been to Chicago before?
Never.
Oh, that'd be cool. Yeah, you'd like it.
No, I really want to go to Chicago though. My
good
girlfriend
food.
just didn't want to move there. So after we go to Phoenix for a while, if she hates it, then I'll be like, so time for
Chicago.
Chicago.
Yeah,
Chi-town, baby.
yeah.
Chi-town.
And I've never really been to the East Coast. Like I've been to Florida and shit, and South Carolina, which is like more south, like a lot of racism.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of dark shit. Like
Yeah.
people getting married in front of a plantation. It's crazy. Beautiful.
It's beautiful.
It's
Beautiful.
fucking dark, man. It was the hardest part for me.
What, the South?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and just people just in conversation. First time I've ever met them. Just like, yeah, I'm from Colorado. Just like, yeah, I hate black people.
Really?
It's just like,
Holy shit.
it might as well have been like a couple
It's just like,
exchanges in. They're
where-
already like saying racist shit.
yeah,
you know?
you're like,
Yeah.
okay. I know.
And the coolest people I met were black people at a food truck festival, like in line
yeah.
by
yeah.
far. Like the people that worried me the least were the black people. The scary
Everybody
white
else, the
people that
fucking
was just like throwing around the N-word. That was my
militant.
more concerned.
Because they're full of hate. Hate's a scary thing.
Yeah, they seemed unpredictable.
It's a fear-driven thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Insecurity.
Speaking of fear-driven insecurity, the one mic I was going to recommend in Chicago
Ha.
it's this Monday night mic called Sedgwick Stop. You should go to, and you have to go up in the middle of the room, and all the chairs are around,
Mm-hmm.
and they boo. They're like, you know what we do for first timers? So I just did this over Christmas break, and you know what we do for first timers, and they boo you on the way up, and so
That's funny.
I can handle that.
They boo you on the way up, and they have a guy in the corner doing like sound bits on like doing the ad libs and stuff if you're doing bad and stuff. But it's a fun kind of. It felt like the closest thing to boxing in comedy.
That's
Or like
fun.
that
You have to be
sounds great.
aggressive then, right?
yeah, it felt like how it felt to watch Eminem win at the end of 8 Mile.
Yeah.
Like that seemed cool.
Like he persevered.
He
Mom
persevered.
spaghetti, dude.
I mean, Then he went back to work, man. That's the crazy thing. Like Eminem did that. Because like you've done a good set before, and like you're in this euphoric stage.
I think you've done a good one.
You've all done good sets. I remember your opening round of the next best comic.
Oh, dude, you crushed.
Good,
that was like really good. That was like
I was like 5 months in.
yeah, exactly.
I was terrified.
Which is insane. But you made it to the second round, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then fucking Cali, dude.
Yeah, I didn't make it to the third round, but you didn't win either. So
I
I'm
didn't
cool
win
with
either. I got second place.
Nice.
But
Is that a competition here in Durango?
yeah,
Nice. Okay.
it was at the Strader Theater.
Callie wins fucking everything.
Yeah,
And
Callie's
if I
very
didn't
funny.
love her so much, I'd probably hate her. Like if it was Elliot, I'd fucking hate her. But it's Callie, and
Yeah.
she's a beast.
Yeah.
Ellie's never won that competition.
No.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Did I win? Did I
Fair
meet
judging.
Huh?
Did I meet Callie last
Yeah,
night?
yeah.
Yeah,
Kelly,
she was the one who was talking about
She
her
coached
kids.
the winning comic.
Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah,
Yeah,
for
she's
sure.
funny.
Yeah, she talked about her kids and ass to mouth, right?
She's like, I must have slept with a black guy because one of my kids is black.
Yeah, she was fun. Yes. Okay.
Callie's a fucking the
I
first
must have
time.
been yeah, I was a
The
good
first time I saw her on stage, she was just talking about her butthole.
Yeah.
I was like, "This is my favorite comic."
Yeah, she's really strong.
She's the only one I was nervous about meeting. And then turns out we come from similar backgrounds, just kind of white trash folk. She grew up in Ignacio, so
Ignacio. That's what they call that.
Ooh, Ignasty ho.
How many?
I drive through Ignacio every day.
Really?
Sucks. There's just no good food.
Yeah, that diner down there is not good.
Well, there is a little restaurant that opened up across from the 7-Eleven that makes a nice breakfast burrito, and they're
7-Eleven.
nice as shit. So
7 to
support
11.
that.
All
Makes
soaps,
sense,
man. I like all soaps.
But I drive through there every day, like, and also like twice a year. Okay, but you can't be doing that shit every day.
That's
you
true.
know?
You can't. You get diabetes, man.
That's how you die. Yeah.
Fucking.
I have too many bad asshole days as it is, Josh. I can't handle it all subsprita.
This guy's more Johnny than I am, man. Fucking this guy legit grew up outside of Farmington.
Yeah, Farmington boy.
Like the
Johnny?
end of my
Johnny.
family's property
What do you mean by this?
was
John-
the reservation line.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Johnny's like it's like a term for like a super Navajo. You're like it's like country. It's almost like
Okay.
a hillbilly almost.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's what Navajos call each other to make them feel bad.
Exactly.
Oh, wow.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah,
John.
they
There's levels
like
to
real
racism.
Johns.
It's fucked up.
Yeah, Johns. Like it's
It's like light-skinned black people.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Some
exactly.
places, yeah.
Okay.
yeah.
And so
there-
you lived rural.
Is it like after John
Oh, yeah, just in
Redcorn?
the middle
Is
of
it like
nowhere.
no,
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
it's a
We
word.
just
It's a word.
shotguns
So
off the back porch.
it's not
It's
John.
awesome.
It's like John.
God.
Like,
Rode horses
Oh, okay.
anytime.
Yeah.
Like
It was like
there's just
shotguns, horses,
yeah.
dude?
to kill him?
Welded and shit. No, we shot guns and rode horses.
Oh, I
No.
thought you said you shotgunned horses. I was
No.
like, in the face?
It's like
Obviously,
Yeah.
if you're gonna shotgun a horse, you do it.
You
got
to say you Kurt Cobained horses.
Were they like wild horses and shit?
No,
No.
Fa-
Okay.
like we live
No
next
feral
to my.
horses, feral horses.
So my dad married into Mormons. So with marrying a Mormon daughter, he got a plot of land out in the middle of
Nice.
nowhere in Mormon country.
oh,
God
fucking
given.
dope.
So we
God
lived
given.
just in like when I started driving
Really?
and working, it was like a 30-minute drive to just like work. Like, and I worked
Jesus.
on the edge of town. Like I didn't even go into Farmington.
Wow.
It's just a plot of land.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Put a trailer on it, and then
That's so res.
a couple
man. That's
couple
res
years
out of
later, put a
shit,
bigger
man.
trailer on it, and then we every Saturday we woke up and mixed concrete to pour all the way around the trailer,
God damn.
and then fence lines and just welded everything, and
Holy
it just
shit.
it grew, and it's a nice ass place now. Like
So
Wow,
you were
man.
old. So you were old enough, and you watched it grow. Like you were when you were a kid.
no, I was mixing concrete. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
Every yeah,
That's crazy.
that's what we did on the weekends.
How often do you go
Early.
back down? How do you get down there often?
Well, I do it hesitantly because every time I go there, I work. And
Ah,
I'm busy in my own life. Like when I go there, I
Sure.
just want to kick it and talk to my family. My
Yeah.
dad's like, "All right, let's go.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
We gotta fix the fence, or we gotta
Oh,
fucking go
dude.
cut wood for 8 hours.
That's
Let's do
res
this."
out as shit, man. That's so res. Ah, dude.
But time is short, man. And when you got an opportunity and an extra pair of hands, but luckily both my sisters are married to redneck as fuck dudes that I love
Nice.
very much.
Always over.
But now they do all the work, which is awesome.
Nice.
Damn,
Big
man.
burly redneck boys.
Where is that? Is it in Utah? Or
No, New
Colorado?
Mexico.
New Mexico,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah, it's like close to Shiprock. Shiprock's like 10, 15 minutes past
Yeah.
that.
Checkerboarded area.
Got it.
Mhm.
How far from here? Just for
Like an hour 15 maybe.
okay. Got
How
it.
far is Gallup from?
Gallup here? That's
Oh,
like
it's a
2.
few hours.
Like 2-ish.
Two, yeah.
Yeah, a little bit. Because I drove. It was weird. So I had my mom's like wake, and then I drove up from where we live on the res
Mhm.
up to Durango. I left at 5, and then it ended. I don't know what, at 8-ish, something like that. I made it in time for it to be the last comic on the show.
Oh,
so-
Kate show.
Yeah,
Oh,
I hear
I didn't
Nino.
make that. Nah.
Yeah, and then yeah, so it's weird how like just how Navajo you are though. You know what I mean? How comfortable you are just because you're super white. That's that's
No, I get it, but like
It's dope,
white
man.
people were the minority in my high school. You know,
Yeah,
like,
mine
by
too.
far.
Mm.
yeah.
In is it Phoenix?
In Phoenix,
Was
yeah.
it mostly?
So it was Mexicans, blacks, whites, and then natives.
Yeah, we
So
had a
that-
few Mexican people, a
Oh,
few
really?
black people,
Yeah.
mostly native, and then
Yeah.
most of the white
Where'd you
people
go to high
were like
school?
rich Mormon, Kirtland.
Kirtland, yeah, that's native as fuck.
So I was like the broke white dude, just
Yeah.
like the shitty white people.
yeah, you
But I
wanna-
got along with everybody because I liked weed and like.
Sure.
That's dope.
Bilagan and
Those native
Bilasana
dudes had-
Bilakan.
Yeah.
What-
That means white
White-
people like apples.
Was it? I
But
just
like-
knew Billy Gunn was white.
Yeah, Bilagana is white. Bilagana, Bilasana Bilakan. And so, yeah, white people like apples.
What does that mean?
Like apples.
You
They
guys-
don't want to go
you
to the
guys like-
doctor.
Oh, apple day. Okay.
Also, apples like is red on the outside, white on the inside. So
Mm.
if you're looking
Oh.
at- super racist, man. That's a good term. Engine. I always like the term engine. You know what I mean?
I feel so racist if I say it.
Say it.
Engine.
Oh, you
I
motherfucker.
There's some
know.
other racist shit.
This
What
is
do
a
you call
racist
people
button.
from Mexico?
Racist button.
How many times did Elliot hit that when he was here? You said he
Enough
got
for
it.
to
Too
take
many.
it away.
Enough
Yeah.
to take it away.
Because it was just inappropriate times, you know, where I was just like, you're interrupting the conversation. And then
like Tyrell.
he started getting excessive, but he's black, so it's cooler.
For the hype button.
I don't know. I just like Tyrell more than Elliot,
Me too.
to be fair.
Man.
He looks
Tyrell,
more Egyptian.
he's a very talented screenwriter. Elliot was telling me about you know,
Tyrell
he's-
actually just texted me right now, man.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
whole reason he came on,
Yeah.
he's like, I'm coming back to comedy. Durango comics better get ready. I haven't seen him since. I knew
Really?
I wouldn't. It's
Oh,
like I've seen him
wow.
twice before he came on the podcast ever.
I
I go
know,
to
dude.
every comedy show
he's fucking
available.
He's so good at comedy too,
Yeah.
and it just crushes.
And he was
then-
talking shit, and I was like, well, I bet I'm going to get some more reps in. So
Yeah, and
let's
he-
do it, motherfucker. You guys want to go to the news segment? My guests cut some wood for me
Yeah.
Sure.
because I'm interested to see Jacob try to split wood.
Yeah, I'm fine.
you ever split wood?
Yeah, I've split wood before.
Wow.
When was that?
In the South and in the Midwest. Okay.
Wow.
Yeah.
My
Regional.
mom has a lake, or my mom's family has a lake house, and I cut wood for everyone. And then my dad has a farm, and I cut wood for everyone.
Oh
So-
man, that was a hard life.
How many operas did you go to growing up?
Ah.
And then we have another house, and I cut wood there. Just kidding.
Yeah.
All right.
It was never necessary. You just like wanted.
I just
to
wanted to
warm
be
fire.
defensive because of my.
All right, let's go see you put your money where your mouth is. Right, buddy?
Fucking.
You know that game Stump?
Dude, you fill in for Elliot perfectly, and I like you more.
Doesn't he?
Like
Wow.
you
Wow.
should just come back
Wow.
instead of.
That's gonna hurt
Elliot.
his feelings
This
so
is gonna
much.
hurt his
man.
feelings.
I'm
He's
just
legit.
kidding. I love Elliot.
Sure,
you.
but like I'm excited for his.
His
hurt
ass
feelings.
is on my wall.
I'll
That's
sign his
true.
ass
Always.
for you.
Hey, sign his ass, please.
Yes,
I will
let's sign
bother
his
him.
ass. Sign his ass.
Jeff
was here.
Looking for a twink.
Looking for a twink. I'm looking for
for a
Durango's
nice
next
twink.
top twink. Gotta be a bottom.
Dude, I know a bunch.
You know a bunch of twinks?
Dude, and they all.
Dude, we
yeah,
should
so
all
many
say their
dudes have
first and
crushes
last
on me.
name.
Right.
Then I'm just like, I'm sorry, man, because
Throw 'em my
I'm just
way.
friendly to gay people.
Throw 'em my
They
way.
all want me to fuck them.
Yeah.
It's weird.
Because you do have to throw twinks, right?
Yeah. You have to.
Oh, what we were
Well, they're
saying?
like dwarves,
We're-
like in Lord of the Rings. Toast me,
It was like we were talking about
like
like
Gimli.
I want a twink with some buoyance to him. I want a bouncy
I want
twink.
a bouncy twink. Because when you throw them off the wall.
Daddy needs a bouncy twink.
All right, starting with Jeff. What do you have to promote?
Just their shows like
Dead Room Comedy?
Yeah, Dead Room Comedy. And I'm, if you're ever in Denver on a Friday night, actually, if you're ever in Denver, Colorado, on a Friday night, come to Growler USA in the Highlands. There's a nice comedy show, and there's an open mic. So there's like
Where can they find this kind of information?
they can follow me on Instagram at mynameisjeff.gif.
All one word.
This will be in the description as well.
At
I'll put all that in there.
mynameisjeff.gif. Yeah.
Awesome.
So yeah, then I like Lisa Lane runs it, and she's kind of having me on as a co-producer of the show. So it's
Sweet.
a nice thing. And so yeah, there's like a showcase of like 10 comics or so, like 7 comics, and then there's an open mic after, and 100 beers.
It's a good mic. There's a lot of crowd.
And there's like a nice crowd. Yeah, there's
Sounds
like now
a
there's
good
like
time for me to come to Denver.
You should, dude. It's a great show.
I'm trying to plan a trip.
Yeah, do it.
Come up.
I just want to get in as many shows as I can while I'm there.
yeah.
You can post in, "Hey, I'm coming to Denver" on Facebook if you have a video.
That's what I did in Phoenix.
Oh yeah.
I didn't have a video, so I didn't get booked, but everybody helped.
Right. That's dope. That's cool.
Yeah, which was cool.
Yeah. What do you got plugged?
Jacob. Dead Room Comedy on Instagram. Papar Moscas on Instagram. PAPAR_MOSXAS.
What is it?
It will be in the description.
Yeah,
as
it'll be
well.
whatever.
All these.
How do you
Pop-
say it? What is it?
It's Papar Moscas. It's like
It's fucking
potato
stupid.
fuzz.
Yeah.
Whatever. Jacob Jonas Comedy. Comedy Dumpster Fire. That's my new Instagram.
Jesus.
And then Fuck Off on YouTube. Jacob Jonas on YouTube. And
Why are you listing all this?
Because they're real.
and
I've had to look all these up and put them in the description.
the new. You don't have to
Description's
do
gonna
it.
be
You don't have to
fucking
do it
long
this.
as
If you just put my
fuck,
Instagram,
man.
that's
well,
fine.
they're all done now, so I
Yeah,
just copy paste
Oh, okay,
from
good.
the last time you were
Yeah,
on.
I just have just like 5 YouTube.
And now I
accounts.
add Dead Room Comedy.
Dead Room Comedy.
DeadRoomComedy.com.
At Venmo. Venmo.com/Dead Room Comedy. It's where you can
That's where you can purchase tickets.
purchase tickets for the Hangover Cure, February 8th, 11 a.m.
Which I will hopefully be on in the future.
Yeah,
You should.
absolutely.
It's a great brunch show. Fucking
I
fantastic.
really enjoyed the last
nice.
one.
It was really
Very
fun. Very fun.
Looking
I'll let
forward
you-
to this one.
They'll give you time if you work the door.
It's true that
I
that is
worked the
true.
door, and they gave me time.
You did not deserve it.
I was hoping to just kind of walk in and get a set. It's like, hey, remember how you've been on my podcast like 5 times?
That's true.
And
Yeah.
I'm always talking good about you.
Can
even though
you,
I talk shit to you to your face?
We can
my
headline
face.
you. You can do 45 minutes of material.
45 minutes, yeah.
I mean, I'd prefer not to go 45 yet.
I think you should do a Durango.
If you said 30, I feel like I could pull it off. But
Yeah.
I think, yeah.
I think we should light a fire under these guys' asses, and they should produce a Dead Room Comedy Durango showcase. in
Wow,
Denver.
I would love that.
Bring a bunch of Durango comics up there.
Durango Comics.
That's perfect. We're all broke.
Yeah.
We can
Just go all
definitely
once.
put our
We can
money
just-
in.
we can fly you out.
That's how we're getting
Yeah.
to Phoenix.
Unlimited Delta tickets.
Yeah,
All right.
fly us out.
Delta?
Yeah, that'd be great. DeadRoomComedy.com.
Josh? At Danger Emerson.
Danger Emerson.
Yeah. There's. I'm not gonna tell the story. Anyways, at Dead Room Comedy. Did you say that one
Yep.
already?
Yeah, at Dead Room Comedy on Instagram and Facebook.
At Danger Emerson on Instagram and on Facebook.
Awesome. And as always, you can find us at GLW_podcast on Instagram, Greenlight Weekend on YouTube and Facebook, and greenlightweekend@gmail.com. If you want to give us money, sponsor us. Ska, talking to you.
Ska.
I'm going to say it in the intro, too. I don't give a
Skagwa-
fuck.
It's delicious,
Yep.
by the way.
Wait,
that is
Skagwa.
That's a
This
local
is
thing.
This is Ska?
Yeah, we have Ska beer,
Oh,
fucking
shit.
Skagwa.
Yeah,
Skagwa is fucking dope.
Hey, Ska, produce it.
Fun.
Sponsor this guy.
I live a mile and
It's
a half
delicious.
away. I go there 4
This is
times
delicious,
a week.
by
I
the
tip
way.
well.
It is.
This pinstripe ale, delicious. This
Yeah.
delicious. So
Yeah, I sat down in this chair, Ska, and I said, can I get a glass of water? And he's like, do you want a Ska? And I'm like, what's a Ska? And he's like, if you've never had one, I'm going to get you a Ska, and it's delicious. This guy's an ambassador for Ska.
Ambassador.
Goddamn right.
Sponsor Ska.
Sponsor him.
Sponsor him.
Sponsor
And
him.
I gave the head brewer Joe a free podcast T-shirt. So
boom.
Wow.
God damn it.
Hell yeah, bro.
Hey, life's a give and take, okay?
Oh, dude,
Hit the hype
definitely.
button, yeah.
All right.
Sorry, I didn't
Fuck
make
yeah.
on your hype.
All
Thank
right.
you, gentlemen.
Thank you,
Appreciate
everybody.
you coming on our impromptu podcast.
Thank you for having
Yeah,
us.
thank you for
I
having
think
us.
it's coming out next week because promoting our Dolores show might be more important. But I love you guys.
Absolutely.
Thanks for listening. Peace.
Bye.
Sweet.
Yeah. So basically, my name is Trip. Yeah. You can call me whatever you want. Alright, I'm just gonna be fly. Give me some of that. Give me some of that. What it is you really bringing to the table, Jack? Get it chopping like a little lumberjack. Let the homie bring it back when I write a little rap, What you think about that? I know you ain't thinking this swag. Oh wait, I'm sorry. Didn't mean to sound too cocky. I'm just feeling yep, alright. Yep, alright. Yep, alright. Yep, alright. Yep, alright. Yep, alright. Flow circle with the homies, still rapping on Dilla. Yeah, repping all the spots I live, the people know I killed them. That's right. Turn off the lights, give me a light. We the brightest in this building. And throw up them hands if y'all really feel me. That's some realness, it's chronic flow. Yeah, I got a chronic illness, and I want the world to feel this. Yo, that's just how I kill it. How do I cure it then? They wondering about the antidote. Just put them headphones on, man, that's the dope. Yeah, give them a dose of rap. Then I can toast to that. Knew that I hold my craft. Doing it, I'm in a soda rap. This American cat, but my ears ain't wet. I've been working, dog. Working my ass to death. Oh, yes, said it ain't easy. I never had no freebie. Them rappers giving handouts, but I stand out to completely. Better than Weezy, better than Jeezy, better than Jay-Z. This just crazy. I'm so amazing, never been lazy. When it comes to spin, man, nobody wanna pay me. I'm just feeling yep, alright. Yep, alright. Yep, alright. Yep, alright. Yep, alright. Yep, alright. I wouldn't let him catch me dead or alive. I survive. I'm taking all my people on a new ride. Do right, that's good business. Talking about more than riches, but rappers keep blowing up just like the 4th of July. Said, oh my, that record label must be out of their mind. I know that their flowing ain't better than mine. Yeah, like they pulled this cat right out of the sky. Yo, I'm tired of these magicians. They tricking the sinner's eyes. I keep trucking, pushing around in my bucket. Coming up, I'm 25, and man, I'm feeling real lucky. Got something big on the way. I keep that radio bumping all season. Ain't no reason that them stations give me no love, and I love it. And I give it all to the public. I'm busting, I'm running, I'm jumping round. All of the dumbest prima donnas. Did they forget that they done come up from nothing? I want nothing of it. The front man, I'm pushing my buttons, okay? I'm just feeling yep, alright. Yep, alright. Yep, alright. Yep, alright. Yep, alright. Yep, alright. Yeah, feel alright. No doubt about it, I'm gon' do this always. No doubt about it, I'm gon' do this always. No doubt about it, I'm gon' do this always. No doubt about it, I'm gon' do this always. No doubt about it, I'm gon' do this always. No doubt about it, I'm gon' do this always. No doubt about it, I'm gon' do this always. I said ain't no doubt about it, I'm gon' do this always. Wait.